Yo, it's your boy Marita boy. I'm back up in this thing, man. Listen. My bad, y'all. I ain't gonna even cap, but your boy just woke up. Boy, I'm talking about. I just woke up about 30 minutes ago, boy. I'm talking about. I know I scheduled this thing at 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, but shoot, I've been burning the midnight oil, man. I've been giving y'all these lives, and I've been tired, bro. Ain't gonna lie, I be going hard. Y'all know we'll rock out. We'll rock out to the wee hours of the morning, and then I'll come back and go live again. But I appreciate y'all. Shout out to my girl TN Born. Shout out to Chicks 1000. Shout out to SLK, Something Like Cloud TV. Yo, Inglewood. Shout out to Mansa Moore. Appreciate you, Mansa Moore. Look, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get this thing cracking. When y'all get here, jump in the chat, let me know who y'all is. And I'm gonna give y'all shots out or whatever. But I'm gonna get this thing cracking. Yeah, this is the um interview that Diddy's bodyguard, um, Roger Barnes did. And if y'all don't know who Roger Barnes is, Roger Barnes was Diddy's security, and he witnessed a lot of the abuse that went on between Diddy and Cassie and other people. And he also is named in Cassie's lawsuit. Cassie named him in the lawsuit as a witness. Um, he's a street guy. He's not like Gene Deal, who had a background in law enforcement. He's a street guy. He's one of them ones. You know what I mean? He's the bodyguard he's the security guard on the security team that got some street credentials. I think he unalived someone back in the days. I think he had a manslaughter charge or something like that. Um, and he has a son. His son is currently being uh and he's currently in Africa in jail for unaliving someone in Africa as well. So we're gonna get into it. This thing is like 4 hours long, so we're gonna break it down into segments. We're gonna break it down into 2 hour segments. I'm gonna stop every now and then, and I'm gonna give my little summary on what he says. And you come in, hit that like button.
For the people that don't know.
God wanted to happen, can't nobody stop. I was meant to sit here with y'all tonight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah. Y'all know who it is. It's the General Roger Barnes, and I love to be here with the Danza Report. And we starting out early, right? So I think they gave me this drink early, man. So
because we're not the Danza Report, we're the Danza Project.
Yeah, we the Danza Project.
But we're about to report on some shit, you feel me?
Then let's report.
So anyways, you know what is a very interesting take that I've seen you taking lately is I feel like a lot of people are coming forward with stories to you about abuse. You know, you initially did our interview with the Danza Project in December of 2023. Prior to that wrap-up record that we just heard with Uncle Murder. Shout out to Uncle Murder. Shout out to Tony Yayo. You know, 50 Cent making the incredible documentary No Diddy. So shout out to that team too.
On the way.
But what I noticed that was real interesting in your social media and the way that you're taking everything now is women seem to be coming forward to you.
Yeah.
You know, you've put up a couple posts, also a couple stories talking about how you didn't know the extent that it has gotten to with these women and it opening up scars and them being able to kind of speak to you.
Yeah,
so
I was shocked.
Talk to us.
I was shocked, man. Like ever since Cassie put me in that report, everything that I was going through from that police report, I started to lean toward, at first I was like, which a lot of people called me out on. They say, yo, he taking Diddy's side. I wasn't taking Diddy's side. What I was saying was, just like everybody else, I seen her hit him and I seen him hit her. But of course I didn't see him beat her like that and then say she hit him. I was just talking about one incident where she hit him back. And like anybody would tell you, enough is enough. So maybe she got to the point where, he been whipping my ass for so many years. I'm tired. I'm going to fight back sometime. You know what I'm saying? I seen Kim get to that point. So, I definitely feel like it was times where she hit him back. But of course, in that hotel, we seen that was one of the times that she didn't hit him back. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about that type of ass whipping, not the one that you might tap your girl with and because she smacked you real quick. And at the end of the day, even if your girl do smack you, so let's get to that. Your girl is not smacking you with the strength and the power that you going to smack her back with. So I know people, including myself, that at one time or another, I gave my girl a tap back after she tapped me, but I gave her a tap back.
It's a get off me, not a...
Yeah, it's a, yo, back up off me, and you snap back. It's a tap back. It's the same tap because you're supposed to be in control of yourself. So you know you're not hitting her like a nigga that you hitting. What we saw was somebody that was hitting a motherfucker like a nigga in the street.
Kicking.
When you put your feet on top of somebody, that's the lowest form of respect that you could give to somebody. I don't give a fuck about you, more or less twice. And then drag you up the hallway like that. Like, I remember, man, I'm
gonna tell you what I see coming out a lot as these conversations are being had. I'm hearing a lot of men go ahead and just come out and say, yeah, man, me and my girl, we had a little da. Yeah, man, I tapped my girl a couple times. I think this is true. I think a lot of people have had these type of interactions in their relationships. A lot. More than probably care to admit it. But I think if you think about it, it's a couple things. There's layers to this, right? That's probably why a lot of people are on the fence. And what I mean, I ain't trying to say on the fence. What I'm saying is they kind of like, they see both sides. That's what I think. I think a lot of people see both sides. I think it's men too. I think it's the men too. Because I think a lot of men done had these interactions, done slapped their girl or choked her up or yoked out, shook her up or whatever. But but on the other token, I think a lot of men still got sisters, mothers, daughters, and when they seen that man put his feet on her, kick her, throw her down like that, it was like, nah, this too much here. This too much here. You know what I mean? So it's a lot on that. But he's right. When you put your feet on somebody, that's like saying that's low, bro. I'm telling you, like that's low. Especially your girl. You kick your girl, that's low. That's like a dog, bro. That's like spitting on her.
Had a fight with another dog in the project. And this motherfucker had his dog so trained, I was ready to kill this nigga dog. He told his dog, okay, Castro, enough is enough. Bring him on home. And I swear to you, his dog locked onto my dog neck and started dragging him. In Polo Ground, there's 4 buildings, 1, 2, 3, 4. My man Kev Ski came from building 2. When he said, Castro, time to bring him home, his dog locked on my dog and started dragging him towards building 2. That's how trained this dog was. So that's what I thought about when I seen him grab her and start pulling like, I don't even have enough respect for you to walk by yourself. I'm going to drag you back up in And I'm going to be real. We was making a joke about this. You practice that because you can't hold that towel up, hold her bag and her stuff and pull her at the same time.
He did
you know what I'm saying?
Trained,
without that towel dropping enough.
It looked like pure rage because I know any man and anybody who's been in a long, serious relationship, you recognize that type of behavior, right? But it looked like he had to go take a shower after an argument, and she said, "It's my time to bounce." The way he came around that corner, like you said, holding that towel, like, you ain't leaving yet.
But to get back to what you were saying, I didn't realize what that video did, okay? I'd see, okay, it was a way that it awoke everybody to him. Like maybe whoever was the power that video said, we tired of him saying that we lying. We tired of him saying that they lying. And it looked like people were starting to maybe believe him. And he was coming back outside and doing things like that. And I think whoever released it said, oh, this is what y'all really want to go back to. Because we got to remember, we as Black people, Latino people, we forgive easily. And people know that we forgive easily. So we forgave R. Kelly to a certain degree. We forgave Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying? So they know after a while that you're going to forgive. So I think it was their way of releasing this tape to say, this is the type of monster.
He's right. He's right. As Black people, yeah, I can't speak for Latino people because I'm not Latino. But as Black people, we do. We forgive. We forgive. We forgive. Um, Goddamn, we forgave. We done forgave. We'll forgive a motherfucker for putting us in slavery. You know what I'm saying? We'll forgive. You know what I mean? I swear we will. And people know that. We forgave OJ. We done forgave motherfuckers that turned their back on being Black, nigga. Y'all remember the story of OJ? You don't remember OJ Simpson said, I ain't Black, I'm OJ. Nigga, what you mean you ain't Black, you OJ? Soon as his ass got caught for that motherfucking that double murder, or he blacker than a motherfucker. Then he went to get Johnny Cochran and the LAPD racist, them the same motherfuckers you was hanging out with, Snout Pile and all this shit with and partying with. Now they racist. Same thing with goddamn my girl Fannie Willis. Know what I'm saying? Talked all that shit, all this and that there. As soon as the motherfucking people call her ass getting all that money to her boyfriend, she stand up in the middle of the motherfucking church talking about, oh, it's racism and all of this and that. No, bitch, you just stole them people motherfucking money and gave it to your gargoyle looking at boyfriend. People think we stupid, but they know we forgiving. So they play on you know, our intelligence.
That he is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad everybody got to see that. But at the same time, I'm upset everybody got to see that because I've been getting overwhelming emails, overwhelming confessions that this video made women go 20 steps backwards in whatever type of domestic violence classes they was in. I'm getting DMs from people that actually teach domestic violence, and they saying, yo, my students and my people have gotten so far back. We're spending so much money having to spend time with them. These are people that were killed or I don't know what you would call it for more than 8-9 years. And when they watched that video, it was no warning that this type of thing was going to be seen. So they just pressed. So they're like, yo, we're actually looking for legal, what type of legal grounds is it? Because they got set so far back.
It's triggering.
You know, it was triggering. And now that I've been studying it, I've been getting it, and I'm like, yo, I got to become an advocate of this. And not to say that women don't hit men. Let's not get that wrong, because I got a few men who done sent me some stories too, because they feel like I'm standing too much up for the woman. So they be like, hold up. My girl had a belt around my neck and was pulling me like I was a dog. In my mind, I'm saying, oh, damn, you stupid for nothing to do.
Yeah, word.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
But,
my head right now. I'm saying,
yeah, right. But it's true.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Another guy told me how his girl pull out the gun on him and tell him this, that, and other. Like, what are we supposed to do? So I know it goes both ways, but right now we got to deal with the majority. And what I feel like is an emergency. Is that emergency? Like, it's so many people who tell me about their aunts, their uncles, their fathers, you know what I'm saying, their cousins. They've been molested. People that I've known for 20 and 30 years that I never knew none of this about. Oh, you didn't know that my uncle did this, and my cousin, my brother friend did this. So it's really something serious, man. And this has affected everybody. And that's why, to your point, yeah, I'm taking that stand. And I do have a few people that came out. I have a couple of other people that came out and told me stories about it. And then I do have other stories, you know what I'm saying, where I've seen some things that have really, it's nothing that they can do to a person now. as far as legally. You know what I'm saying? But it just shows you what type of picture that this person is. You know what I'm saying? So even I sat there and listened to the stuff and say, yo, this is the only time. And I'm like, damn, homie acting like this is the only time that this ever happened. You know what I'm saying? This is the door to the industry. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people hit me and say, yo, well, she stayed. And if anybody been with domestic violence, they know that it ain't that easy to leave. More or less, leave a man as powerful as Diddy.
But last time you were here, you stated that, you know, she could have left, that she had the opportunity to leave. So do you change the way you feel after everything you've seen there?
No, I'm going to tell you what I do change. The truth of the fact is, when I say that she could have left, me being a man, you going home every day, you going on trips. So I'm saying you could have left, meaning that he didn't have you locked in no room with no gate or no door. But now with me knowing the mental stability of domestic violence, I would say she could have left physically, but I didn't know the mental stuff that a woman goes through that you can't actually leave. I think I read somewhere where they say it takes the average woman 7 times or something before they can leave or something like that. I read somewhere. But now from talking to him and actually being a part of it, I'm finding out it's that easy, because when that person comes and tell you they sorry and they never gonna do it again,
yeah, they buy in that.
They buy into it because that's what they really want.
Right.
So when you come back, and I seen it, and that's what brought me. I went back to my family. You know what I'm saying? My mother grew up, and my father was a domestic violent. I seen it all. But as a kid, you try to block it off, and it becomes such a regular thing, and your mother becomes this superwoman because you try to figure, damn, I just seen dad.
I'm gonna say this, man. On the outside looking in, on the outside looking in, you would think that it is easy, right? Just to for someone to leave like that, right? But let's just be real. Like when motherfucker feelings get involved, all type of shit, you know, it don't be just that simple. Cause I'm gonna tell you something. Because this the trick. This how they get you. I ain't gonna say they get you, but this how it's yeah, people get got or get hooked. The person that's abusing them physically, mentally, emotionally, whatever, they have good traits. They're charming. They're not like this all the time. If you pay attention to any movie that shows domestic violence, at first the person who's doing the violence is as nice, as charming. They have this side. And what happens is people fall for that side of them, right? And they might even fall in love with that side of them, right? So whenever they get into the little, and another thing, the violence don't start just straight up, just a bitch getting their nose broke or they black eye. Or no, it starts small. It's a little slap. It's a little push down. Then it escalates because once that person gets away with it one time and you come back or the women come back or whatever, that's when they know they got you. You ever notice when you get in a fight, you ever notice when you first dating somebody and you get in y'all first argument and y'all make up? I promise you, once you get in your first argument and you make up with the person that you dated, y'all might as well say y'all in a relationship. I promise you, anytime you dating somebody, you just start dating them maybe 3 months, 2 months, 6 months, whatever. When y'all get in that first argument and y'all make up, oh y'all go together then. I promise you. After that, y'all go together. You know what I mean? That lets you know that motherfucker really like you enough to where they can get over some shit. And I promise you, anytime that happens, yeah, y'all locked in. Y'all in a relationship then. You know what I mean? If y'all can argue and make up, yeah, y'all go together then. And it's similar with the damn abuse. You know what I'm saying? Once the abuse happens and y'all still make up or whatever, then most of the time, you know, the abuser, you know, he may, and I'm just gonna speak from a man perspective. I mean, I done seen women abuse dudes, but I don't know how that shit really worked like that. You know what I'm saying? But I have seen it, but I don't know how. I don't know. I can only speak from a man perspective. Then the dude, you know, he probably will revert back to violence if the argument gets heated enough. Some people are straight up abusers. Like Diddy, that nigga's a straight up abuser. Some people ain't straight up abusers. Some people just um have violent women, or their communication between each other is really confrontational. She may say something that hit him below the belt, or play with try or make him hurt his manhood, and he may be the type that say a bunch of crazy shit back and forth, and they get real loud and get heated, and of course, you know, after a while, it turns into something physical. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Some people ain't just all straight. I'm just gonna beat your ass. You know what I mean? Sometimes it just escalates to that point. You know what I'm saying? You know, some people like Diddy, Diddy just straight out beat your ass. Diddy straight up Ike Turner. You know what I'm saying? But most domestic situations ain't like that. That's why I say Diddy shit is the extreme case. I done seen a lot of domestic abuse. I seen my mama get beat up. Um, my stepdaddy, he used to beat my mama, but was he like Diddy? And no, but he was closer to Diddy than he he was closer to Diddy than he was not close to Diddy. You know what I'm saying? He definitely abused to keep order, keep control. You know what I'm saying? Like my stepdad was a player. You know what I mean? My stepdad had a couple hoes. You know what I'm saying? And you know when my mom would catch him with a couple hoes. You know what I'm saying? Did he want to jump on my mama? You know what I mean? To keep shit straight. You know what I mean? Because you know how it go. Hey, look, I run this hill. You know what I mean? You know how it go. They'll fight for a night. You know what I mean? Be locked up in the room fighting and shit for a night. Then tomorrow they bad at each other. But then about 48 hours after that, they all right. You know what I'm saying? Shit just be, that shit. It's sad, but shit be shit be it be normal sometimes to us. But man,
And she's playing it off so much for you. She's kissing your father the next day, and everything is
It's
acting
all
okay.
good. Coffee, breakfast, the whole thing.
Exactly.
Let's just go on a trip. It's okay. Let's just get through the trip.
Exactly. But when you see your father with a physical belt, a belt like your mother's a kid, and she's a grown woman, all of this doesn't really compute to you until you get a certain age and you get older. So when that happened, it really brought me back. Since the last time I was here, it really started affecting me, because I said, you know what, no matter what I've seen, no matter what I've been through, maybe this was brought to me so that I could get more involved in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
shout,
And
shout out to Nate said it. Shout out to Jersey's own.
since I've been involved in it, it's opened so many doors for me to talk to women and really understand what it is, that I feel like I can make a difference, because I do have 4 daughters. So it hits me different.
Yeah, of course.
You know?
That's the thing that people always go to. Like, how would you feel if it was your sister, your mother, your aunt, your daughters, things like that?
That's what I tell every guy that gets on Instagram, TikTok. Yo, you a snitch. Yo, why you trying to bring down a black man? Oh, first of all, let's not put a color on this, because I just want you to sit in there and tell me if somebody did that to your sister, your mother, your niece, or whoever, that you wouldn't be on his ass and say, if you tell me you wouldn't be on his ass, then I feel like you're not a man. You know what I'm saying? Because how you gonna stand there and let a man do that to your sister, do that to your mother, do that to you're a grown ass man? So if you looking for still, okay, that's Diddy. Okay, let's take away the starism. Let's take away all that. This is a man beating on a woman.
I'm gonna tell y'all a little story real quick because I feel like this definitely this definitely fits to clean this shit up, right? Me and my baby mom used to fight. Not the last one, the first one, the one that passed away. Right? We we was young. You know, we started actually like going together, like being in a relationship around. I was around 17. No, I was around like 18. Yeah, 18. She was around 17. She's 1 year younger than me. And that's when we had our first kid, things of that nature. We was living together. I used to cheat. She used to get caught cheating and shit too, right? We young. We lived together. We were together for 9 years, right? 9 years. We used to fight. Not all the time. Maybe and we would only get in a fight when I used to catch her cheating. You know what I mean? And I never actually caught her cheating, but I just knew so many people around the city that people used to tell me shit sometimes. All right, right. She has an older daughter, right? Her daughter was born 1997, right? So her daughter was 98, 99, 2000. Her daughter's like 2 or 3 when me and her got together. And then I raised her daughter uh, until she was like 8, 7, 8, something like that, right? So one day, and this was like 2018. This wasn't that long ago. Nah, it was a little longer than that. What it was, like 2010, like 2010. I used to wonder why the little girl used to have attitude all the time, right? Cause I took care of her, right? Her daddy, you know, he was like a real like deadbeat dude, like real, like he'll tell her he come and pick up for like a birthday and don't never show up. He'll tell her he coming for Christmas and he'll never show up. I remember one time, you know, he told my baby mama that he moved out of the state, right? And so the little girl didn't see him for like a couple years. Do you know the man was still living in the city? He still was living in Orlando, right? But he was cool though. He ended up having mental issues like bipolar depression and shit like that. I knew him very well. I kept my baby mom from putting him on child support. You know what I mean? Like I told her, don't put him on child support because I realized because I used my Facebook friend, so I realized that he had issues and shit. You know what I mean? But he ended up dying not too long ago. He actually died the same year my baby mama died. He died a little bit before her. You know what I'm saying? So my stepdaughter lost her mama and her father in the same 12 months. But anyway, uh, long after me and her mama broke up like 2007, some shit like that, somewhere up in there, 2006, 2007, something like that. So, but our families was real close, so we always was around each other. Like my daddy, my family, my baby mama family, we always was around each other every day. Like I saw my kids almost every day. Even though my kids didn't live in the hood, uh, I did at this time, but my kids didn't because I was straight up trapping back then. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? No working, no nothing, just straight trapping. But my baby mama, grandmama, she hustled too. My baby mama whole family hustled, and man, my whole family hustled. So and they knew each other. So it was the same block. You know what I'm saying? So my baby mama came to the hood every day, and my kids came after school if they had like practice or some shit like that. So she'll pull up on the block, and I'll be out there hustling, and my kids will jump out the car running me, daddy, daddy, daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like my kids will see me serve all type of shit. You know what I mean? My kids see me do all kind of shit. You know what I mean? Because everybody was right down the block. So anyway, uh, 2010, I stopped hustling around 2010, started working shit like that. And by this time, my baby mama had done got her a restaurant. She had a hair salon. She had a car lot. She was doing pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I was proud of her and shit. You know what I mean? I'm the type. I always was the type to like see the girls that I used to deal with. I like to see them elevate. You know what I mean? Because it made me feel like I picked the right. I made the right choice. Like I really was talking to somebody worth talking to. You know what I mean? Let alone have kids from. You know, some people like to see their peoples be down bad and not be. That, what I mean. I don't like that because if I go with somebody and then next thing you know they're a fucking crackhead, it's like nigga, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I like to see like people I talk to, like have businesses and shit like that. That should be like, I mean, like like I had me something. You know what I mean? So anyway, the little girl, she my stepdaughter, we cool now. We real close. You know what I'm saying? Like I stayed at her crib the last time I was in Orlando. She got a nice ass crib. You know what I mean? Because I raised her too, pretty much. Her daddy never was there, so it was just me. I got pictures. I got pictures. You know how you take family pictures with you, your girl, your kids, and all that. I got family pictures where we went to like professional pictures. It's just me, my baby mama, and her stepdaughter. And my stepdaughter. My baby mama was pregnant at the time, but you couldn't. You know what I mean? Like, but in the picture, it's just me, my baby mama, and my stepdaughter. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm trying to say. How we raised her, like. So anyway, she said, I didn't like you for the longest time. This was my stepdaughter told me, right? I said, for real? She said, yeah. I say, why? She said, cause you used to hit my mama. Now I never blacked no eyes. I never kicked nobody, no shit like that. Plus my baby mama was little. She's 5'2", maybe 115, 120 on a good day, nigga. I'm like 6'4", like two back then, maybe like 220. So I'm way bigger than her, you know what I'm saying? But at the time when we used to get in fights on God, bro, it used to be because either she got caught cheating or either I got caught cheating. Either she going upside my head or either I'm, you know what I mean, grabbing her, slanging her down or some shit like that. And I never punched her. Never. Just too little for that. You know what I'm saying? But it was some shit like that, right? Right there in my mind, you know what happened to me, bro? I felt so bad. I said, wow, I learned some shit though. Right there in that moment. I said, oh shit. So at the time when I was getting into fights, we getting into it for either me doing some shit or her doing some shit. But I realized the fucking kids don't know that. They don't even care about that. All they know is that all that little girl knew was that I was fighting her mama. Oh my God, this on my soul. This is the God having truth. I apologized to her right there, and I called her mama. Her mama wasn't there. I called her mama right there in front of her, and I say, Brianna just told me, that she never, she didn't like me because I used to fight you. I need to apologize. I said, I need to apologize to you for that. And she said, you okay? You good? She said, I'll accept your apology. I was like, I apologize, and I apologized to her right there. This is the God having truth in front of her mama. Well, I called her mama, and I apologized to her right there because I'm glad she told me. I'm glad she told me because I would have never looked at it that way. I would have looked at, oh, this bitch cheated on me, so or she hit me first or whatever, and that's how it happened because I got caught cheating on her or whatever. But since that day, I made a promise that I'd never hit another girl. I never hit not now girl since then. And a lot of them bitches, I want to bust them bitches upside their motherfucking head. This is the God, the heaven truth. I'm not telling you no lie, but I did it. I have not put my hands on not nobody daughter for no reason, for nothing since then. Well, since my baby mama. You know what I'm saying? But I had been stopped hitting girls before then. But what I'm saying is I had made it like a rule not to do that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so I don't care if a girl cheats. As far as like, I don't care about none of that shit. I'm not putting my hands on nobody child, nobody daughter, none of that shit. Because I realized that no matter what, that shit ain't cool, bro. That shit ain't cool. I don't give a fuck what they do. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really not cool. And it really just up to you to have enough self control to be like, nah, man, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it feels, so I ain't gonna lie, sometimes it feels a little, like damn, you know what I'm saying? Not to put your hands on them, but it's a slippery slope. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a slippery slope. I'm gonna say if you can have a little restraint, don't do it, bro. Don't do it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying a motherfucker ain't gonna get you mad. I ain't saying a motherfucker don't know how to push your buttons, but realistically, I'm just saying realistically, uh if she doing some shit to push your button to make you mad, it's that's a little toxic. I'm just being real. Like it's different levels of toxicity, but it's toxic. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not supposed to be happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it happens. So I ain't, you know what I mean? I'm just telling my story. So just try to yeah, exactly. Take a little walk or something, you know what I'm saying? Like SLK say. I'm just saying because that's somebody's daughter, man. You know what I mean? Like that shit could get you in a lot of shit. That shit could get you in most shit. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas getting the real shit about their sister, about they daughters, about their nieces, about they you know what I'm saying? Like that could get some real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit though, you know what I mean? And what a lot of times what happens is the family, you know what I'm saying? The family end up not liking you, you know what I'm saying, because of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just a fucked up situation. Like, you know what I'm saying? For real. Like, cause I ain't gonna tell you no lie. Like a nigga put his hands on my daughter. Like that's all, that's my only rule. I ain't never got a chance to tell no nigga that yet, cause I ain't never seen my daughter with no boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure she getting busy up there in college, but I'm saying I ain't seen her with now or whatever. She won't put him on the table. But I'm gonna say that that's when I see whoever this nigga gonna be. I'm gonna let the nigga know like, bro, I don't give a damn. Like, let's do this for me. If you and her get into it, my nigga, you know what I'm saying? Don't put your hands on her, bro. Don't put your hands on. Just call me or if you feel like you got to put your hands on her, bro, just call me. I'll come get her, or call me and put me on the phone with her, or uh, if she want to leave, bring her to me, bro. Don't put your hands on her. You tell me your side of the story. And one thing about it, I'm gonna listen to your side of the story. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And I'm gonna just try to sit y'all two down, or I'm gonna try to holler at you by myself, and me and you can talk our way through it, my nigga. Don't think I'm just gonna take her side because she my daughter. You know what I'm saying? I'm a nigga, I'm a man too, so I know how shit go. But don't feel like you gotta do nothing to my baby, bro. Don't feel because if you put your motherfucking hands on my baby, it ain't no coming back from that player. You know what I'm saying? For real. You know what I'm saying? So I look at it like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sure that's how a lot of people look at it about the women in their family. You know.
And at the end of the day, that's what I had to see. And this was a man that for years I looked up to until I got around every day and I seen all the inconsistencies. And people say to me, forget the woman. People say to me, yo, you just as guilty as him. You stayed, you seen it. And I tell people, you ever heard of the Stockholm syndrome?
Yeah.
I tell people, some men don't want to admit it, but I was stuck in this Stockholm syndrome because one, I'm with Diddy too. So I'm like, yeah, I've been to jail, I've been to this, that, and the other. So at the end of the day, this is somebody I look up to also. And that's what people don't realize. No matter how much street stuff I did, no matter how many jails I went to, even when you in jail, you looking up to Diddy like, yo, I'm in jail. This dude is making hits. And when you come home from jail and to be around somebody prominent who you think and believe is standing up for Black power because this is what this person is preaching and this is what you see a person doing in a world where it's so hard to do it, that you turn your back on a lot of stuff that ain't nothing. But some of that stuff you can't turn your back on. And the abusiveness of women was one of the things I could never turn my back on.
You could try and bury it, but it's one of those things. It's like a time bomb over time. The more it happens, the more it eats you alive, and it ends up just coming out, and then, oh, I can't take it no more. I had enough.
And then sometimes you feel like if you leave, what's going to happen to them if you leave? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of
I'm gonna say this too. I'm gonna keep it real too. I'm gonna say this too. Um, in the Black community, you know, especially with like homeboys and shit like that, it's kind of like this unspoken like little thing, like you know what I'm saying. Like you see a nigga get into it with their lady, you know, you kind of try to mind your business. You know what I'm saying? Like you kind of try to mind your business a little bit, like unless it's getting like serious, like serious shit. You know, you try to kind of mind your business because let me t- let me t- let me tell you something. a nigga will get highly upset if you getting hit between him and his old lady, like off the top, like real shit, like I have seen it. You know what I'm saying? So what usually happens is it's allowed to the disagreement, the whatever is allowed to go on. You know, you might have a nigga like, hey, bro, just chill out, bro. That, you know what I mean? That's how I start. You know what I mean? Like niggas don't just we don't just get into the middle of a domestic situation between a nigga and his old lady because it's a touchy situation. I'm telling you, like niggas be like I'm telling you, all that rage that the nigga had for that girl, that shit will turn to you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, nigga, you in my business. Like this my bitch. This my lady. Like nigga, like who like it's like a challenge to the nigga manhood or some shit. So a lot of times niggas be like, once we see it escalate a little bit, you, it'll be usually be the nigga homie. It'll be a nigga that's like really close to the nigga. And we'll tell him like, hey bro, go handle that, go get your boy. Or if you close with your nigga, then you'll do it. You know what I mean? Like I told you, I used to keep my homie from doing it to his girl, but I used to finesse it. I make it like I make it like I don't need him, bro. I don't need you going to jail, bro. We got a barnyard, all type of shit. Like, bro, I don't need you going to jail about this shit. You know what I'm saying? But really, I was really saving her a ass whooping. You know what I'm saying? Because if I would have came at the nigga and been like, bro, you can't be beating on women. Nigga like, oh, nigga, you gonna tell me about my bitch? I'm telling you, that's my bitch. I'm talking about niggas will do that. Niggas will be like, that's my bitch. I'm talking about for real. This shit get lit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I used to finesse. I'd be like, bro, you my nigga, bro. I'm gonna have to point you out, Josh, bro. I can't have you going to jail, shit like that. I just like, you know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, we don't just get into niggas' business like that because you could get yourself seriously in some shit. You get seriously hurt, seriously killed. Because I'm gonna tell you something. I've seen situations where niggas done been fighting their old lady or getting into their old lady, and a nigga came and got in between it. You know what I'm saying? And a nigga turned straight to that nigga like, damn nigga, what you trying to fuck my lady? Like what you trying to fuck? Like what you got something going on with her? Why is you feel like you can say something about what I got going on with my lady? I'm telling you, and it get real spunky sometimes, real shit. So um, it's a real delicate situation. Like it got to be handled with a little bit of tact. You know, um, it's just like what I mean, because it kind of a nigga gonna look at it like it's like it's challenging his masculinity, his authority. You know, if you coming to save her from him, then it's almost like he don't got that same authority no more. If he just allow the outside dude to stop him. So sometimes a nigga actually turn up even more because he know that the woman is witnessing this, and if he allows another man to do him this way, then he may lose authority in her eyes or control in her eyes. It's a very nuanced situation. You got to know what you're dealing with. You got to know the individuals you're dealing with. You know what I mean? It's a little tact with it. I'm just trying to, what I'm saying, tell you from a man's perspective how this shit go.
In that case, that's how I felt with Cassie. You know what I'm saying? But Cassie was the type of person that you couldn't talk to. Like
How
you,
so?
when
On her rules or on his rules?
I'm
like nobody talking to the
Or
princess.
she had an attitude.
Nah, no, she didn't have an attitude. You know what I'm saying? Because I looked at Cassie as a daughter. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm 2 years older than Diddy.
Okay.
So when he met her, he was 19. He was 30. He was 38. So I'm 40.
He was 38. She was 19.
She was 19,
Okay.
right. So then I'm 2 years older than him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at it like that. So even though I'm working, she's the princess because she's with the king, so I got to treat her a certain way, but I still see the youth and the kiddiness in her and the naiveness in her.
That's a
So
little
this
girl, man.
She a young girl. So sometimes you want to talk to her, but talk to somebody 2 or 3 times and they go back and tell the person that you're talking about the conversation.
That's the worst. They sell you out.
And then that person calls you and they go, what the fuck you talking to my girl about my business for?
Now you look crazy.
Now you look crazy.
That's the worst. That's a classic. That's a classic scenario.
That's a good.
It's like, you know, you catch somebody cheating on somebody and one's your friend and we all supposed to be friends, but because you want to look out of the goodness of your heart, they go back and talk about it. Well, who'd you hear that from? Kato. Now they both kind of looking at you like you flaw as fuck, but really you was doing a good deed.
You was trying to do the right thing.
Tough, man. But to your point, it makes you want to never do it again.
It makes
like, this is what I get for doing a good thing, man. Like, all right, well then y'all go ahead and have that. Go ahead.
You know, I remember times I would ask Cassie, are you okay? You all right? Homie might see me talking, you know, he might be in one of the windows of the house. Yo, what Barnes was down there talking to you about? Oh, no, he was just asking me if I'm all right. Now you get to, yo, Barnes, pick up. Fuck you asking my girl if she all right for.
Yeah. I heard you want to know I'm telling you she all right. Now it's
exactly. So it's like, yo, I don't want to talk to you about none of this no more. So when people say that, I'll say I was caught in the catch-22 because at the same time, I got a family to feed. Or I got kids. And then when I call him the master manipulator because whether it's a girl or a guy, I don't care how hard you is. If you trying to change your life and you trying not to go back to the streets, you working for one of the richest black men in the world, top entertainers, you flying all over the place you seeing. Now, you're getting paid. You're getting paid good for a person that just came home from jail. But the first year or two, you happy, you with a star, you this, that, and the other. But that plays out.
Right.
And you start like, oh, ho.
Start seeing things.
I'm doing 18 hours a day. I'm doing 24 hours a day. Sometimes I'm doing 36 hours a day because you're doing an album. Right. So when you're doing an album, we all know you locking in.
Time, yeah.
And when you lock
call out, don't take off. We here.
We here. And now you can go to sleep, but if you go to sleep, I gotta be up. If you up, I still gotta be up.
Right. Yeah.
Listen, I also imagine, right, working for a star like this, somebody that is a symbol at the time of Black excellence, right? He preached it a lot. You don't want to see somebody like this. Like you've been through a lot. Your son, your own personal life, the situation that you went on in the 90s with a manslaughter charge, right?
Right.
You've been through your own shit. The thing that you actually want for Diddy at this time, I would imagine, is like, I want you to get better. I don't want to see the world take you down. I'm actually hired to protect you. So in a sense, you have to protect him from the world getting him and finding out that he's this person, right? It's still protection. He's still paying you to be the protector there, right? So you want to protect his image,
right?
And you're doing your best, and you're hoping that he could change. You know what I mean? So when he's sitting there telling you, just like he would tell a woman, hey, you know, I'm going to be better. I'm imagining there's times where he's like, you know, I can't do that no more. Or even having a heart-to-heart with you about this, right?
Right.
And it's tough.
Right.
You know, you were also caught in the same position, just like a woman.
I'm going to tell you something. You right about those conversations because we had those conversations because a person like Diddy don't have no real friends. You know, so when you security and you with it, you're a personal security. I'm not gonna say security because when you're personal security, you living with a person, you eating with a person, you doing all type of shit that you see things and you become that piece sometime that person talks to and confides in.
Because who else?
But now that makes it harder for you because can I tell you wrong? Without you holding that, because some people just want yes men around them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if I know that you're the type of person that just want yes men around you, then a person has a habit of just saying yes. But if you a person that's gonna say, yo, can I tell you the truth? Yo, you was dead wrong. And then you sit there and say, yo, you right, da-da-da. But then you bounce back and do the same thing. And then you looking at me again like, damn, like you got to admit that it's a sickness. But now what that person does is they don't want to look at you no more. So that person acts like they got an attitude every time they see you because they know that if they act like they mad, you ain't gonna say shit to them. So you be like, yo, what the fuck is this nigga mad at, yo? And you be saying, yo, I just ain't gonna say shit to him all day. Yeah. But he don't want you to say shit to him because he gotta face that devil inside him because he know that you the one person that know that shit he did was fucked up.
That's tough.
And I'm gonna tell you something, I lived with that, right? I lived with that. Ain't nobody heard nothing from Bonds, period. All these years, nobody heard nothing from me. It wasn't until she brought me into it where I said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala might have came to me, you know what I'm saying, and said, yo, you can't keep running away from this because it's somebody that needs your help. Yo, you got daughters. Yo, it's somebody else's daughter. And I kept trying to like, oh, I ain't gonna say nothing about this. But then it kept coming to my face and then it came plain to me right there and said, yo, this is what you might need to do. But in order for you to do that, you're going to have to sacrifice who you've moved on from being.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say that.
Your peace.
You know what I'm saying? Because I heard Hassan Campbell. Do you know Hassan Campbell?
I know Hassan Campbell.
Here we go.
That's a real...
Y'all see how... That's why I be trying to tell people, bro. That's why I just tell you get out the streets, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I ain't telling nobody to snitch on nobody. I'm not saying that. I never told on nobody. And I still got that shit in me to this day. But it's some shit, I have never been in those situations, but it's some shit I'm pretty sure I would tell. Like, if you a motherfucking serial killer or some shit like that, yeah, your ass going, nigga. Or if you doing something to some little kids or something, nigga, yeah, I'm pretty sure, like if the police came and asked me or some shit, well, yeah, I'm pretty sure I would probably say something on that. I'm just keeping it real. I never have been in that situation. You know what I'm saying? I hope I'm never in them situations so I can say I never told on nobody or whatever still. But I'm just saying, like, you know, like I'm pretty sure, like I'm just thinking, like in some certain situations, like I'm thinking, yeah, nigga, like you hit my car, nigga, I'm calling the police, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like we gonna get the insurance to handle this, nigga, like real shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna just have a fucking dented up car, and I ain't finna snitch on you. I ain't gonna call the police. You know, nah, nigga, we gonna sit right here till the police get here, nigga, and we gonna tell them like, yeah, that nigga ran through that blight, he hit my car, and let's get these motherfucking insurance shit popping so I can get my shit fixed. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna happen. But I'm gonna say this. You hear what he's saying? He's saying that he didn't want to say nothing because, you know, who he used to be. He was a street nigga. You know what I'm saying? But he sat there and witnessed the shit go down. You know what I'm saying? But part of him, the code, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can't say nothing. I don't want to say nothing. You know what I mean? He was torn. I could tell. Part of him like, yeah, this fucked up. I seen this shit happen. But part of him like, nah, man, I can't tell him. Bro. I can't tell him. I can't tell people this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, then you gotta think if he tell what Diddy do, you know, Diddy might blackball him. That shit might affect him being security for other people. I think he had some kind of situation with Ciroc where he was helping Ciroc sell some Ciroc. You know what I mean? Like so, like he made money doing that. Like I'm saying, like you know, if you're security for these people don't want you telling their innermost secrets. You know what I mean? Part of being security for these people is you know how to keep your mouth shut. You know what I'm saying? Um, but on a larger scale is what I've been telling y'all. The code only applies to a certain pocket of society. It does not apply to the whole society. I'm gonna show you how it doesn't apply to the whole society. You got a job, right? You're doing your job real good. You get promoted. You get promoted to like you're a supervisor. Part of your job as a supervisor is to tell on other people. And when I mean tell on them, I mean like, if they're not doing their job or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You may have to report that. You probably go to them and talk to them first if you're a cool boss. Give them a couple warnings. Try to help them out, show them what they need to do. But if it comes down to it, you have to tell what they got going on, and that you might even have to fire them. You see what I'm saying? You see how it don't apply? You know what I'm saying? You may have to go to HR and tell them the way you being treated at work. That's still snitching. Telling, same shit. You know what I mean? You might have to call HR. Oh, hey, HR man, my supervisor is da 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 da. Still snitching. I seen niggas in the streets, hustlers, drug dealers, get harassed by the police. You know what they do? Go right down to the police precinct and go to internal affairs and file a complaint on a police officer. I've seen this over 50 times. And they work, and it works too. Street niggas, hustlers. When the certain police keep harassing them, I have seen them go to internal affairs, go to the police precinct, file a complaint against the police to keep that police from harassing them. I'm just trying to show y'all how to shit. You know what I mean? Like in essence, yeah, it's cool if everybody upholds the code, but everybody don't uphold the code. And what usually ends up happening is the person that ends up upholding the code ends up being the one that catches all the time. The rest of the niggas done told and they got less time and they'll be home out fucking your bitch, you know what I'm saying, or patting your kid on the head, or just like on South Central, Ray Ray got your boy stealing. Remember when Loco told OG Bobby Johnson, Ray Ray had his boy out there stealing car radios and shit. Yeah, that's how shit be, man. So I'm just saying, man, like as we grow, hey, listen, man, it's a touchy situation. It's kind of hard for me to explain, but I'm gonna say this: as we grow, as we mature, as we get older, as we get farther and farther away from the streets, you'll begin to understand what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And listen, then again, I'm telling you something. I'm still somebody that never told on nobody. You hear what I'm saying? That right? So it's like a little It's like a little slippery. You know, it's like a little slippery little slope right there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I still to go to jail. I still to go to jail before I tell on a nigga in a lot of situations. To be real with you, you know. But if you hit my motherfucking car, I'm calling the police. You want to make me a snitch? Call it what the fuck you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? If you's a motherfucking serial killer and the motherfucking people say, oh yeah, this nigga done killed the 10 motherfuckers. You ever seen that nigga? Yeah, I seen that nigga. That nigga live right motherfucking there. Yeah, he right there. Yeah, right there. Hell yeah. And to go to court and do it too. Yeah, that nigga right there. And I ain't gonna feel bad about it, nigga, because I'm gonna feel like I saved some people's lives, nigga. Or help solve some crimes. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't never did that shit. Probably won't never have to do it, and I hope I never have to do it. But I'm just saying, as I get older, I feel like in some situations where I would say fuck the code. You know what I'm saying? For real.
The character.
I don't.
He's a
I
real.
know who he is.
I know
he
who
is.
Hassan Campbell is now because he had, for whatever reason, felt certain. I mean, for rightfully so. I'm not even going to say for whatever reason. I said I don't like him either. I don't like him because he did some weird ass antics on the internet, and me knowing the type of people I allow in my circle and that I would like allow myself to connect to, immediately felt like energy that off of a video. I don't know the dude. But off of this video, the energy was like, I could never be around somebody like that and those type of antics. And so I was like, yeah, I don't like him either in an interview with Charleston. And he took offense to it. He made a 40-minute video about me. I turned around.
He be chasing views.
Yeah, exactly. So I turned around. I trolled him.
Yeah.
I made a 40-minute video about him. I trolled.
I ain't doing that shit King Yellow was doing. That nigga was sitting in there talking about, yeah, 600 breezer. Yeah, he'll BD and this nigga there, he's a GD and nah, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing none of that. I ain't doing none of that shit there. Nah, gang. And I'm gonna tell you another thing I ain't doing. I ain't doing that shit Butter doing neither. I ain't catching no charge and then telling on some other shit just to get some lesser time. I ain't doing that. Nah, I ain't doing that. I'm gonna go and just take my time. I'm gonna go and sign my plea, and that's what it is. You know what I mean? Like for real. I never have done that shit. Like I don't understand. I never listen, bro. I never did that. I never The only deals I ever got was when the motherfucker say, we're gonna drop this charge right here if you plea after this charge right here. And another thing, I'm telling you, I never had no co-defendants. I only had co-defendants twice. Really once. Really once. You know what I'm saying? Like all the rest of the shit, nigga, it was just me. You know what I'm saying? Like I never had, it was, I never had nobody. And another thing, nobody never told on me. Nobody ever told on me ever. I never had nobody tell on me. Never in my life. You know what I'm saying? If they did, I didn't know it. They told off the books, but I ain't never had nobody go in there and say, yeah, this nigga right there, and then we go to court and they be like, yeah, that nigga right there. Nah, I never had that. Never.
I don't know shit about him, so I'm making shit up as I go. And
Right.
people are like, "Oh, that's contradicting." Of course, because I have no idea who this fucking guy is. So
Said-
you know, I
said
mean, I pressed play on a couple videos to try to like refresh real quick, and my boy was sending me messages like, "He's this person, he's this person." I was like, "Okay," but that's really all I
he
knew
said
about
you
him. But what did he?
swag, man? He said you crew necks and chains was his
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, he's the first person and the only person to ever wear.
A crew neck
crew neck
t-shirt
and
and
a
a
Crew neck,
chain.
t-shirt, and chain.
And a hat,
Everybody wears chains.
Fuck outta here.
He's the originator. So
Fuck,
Oh,
that's where
so
he
we
lost me.
copied him.
That's where he lost me. I said, go on with that shit, man.
I decided to like gracefully bow out because
You're not even giving him the time.
I mean, me and Benzino got into it. We almost got into a goddamn fight over
the same day.
over the conversation about Hassan Campbell. So
Okay.
I was like, what am I gonna do? Wasting my time talking about somebody?
Some niggas be too gangster. It just made me think about the time Cameron, they asked Cameron if it's a serial killer next door and you knew it's a serial killer, you ain't gonna tell the police. He like, nah, I'ma just move. Man, get the fuck out of here. So I'ma just move and let this nigga kill other little kids or shit like that. Let this nigga eat people and shit and just let him, like, in my community. You know, in my community where I know everybody, where my auntie live right there. Nigga, my homie grandmama stay right there, nigga. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, my brother, sister stay right there. My cousin them stay right there. Nigga, anybody that get harm in this community is gonna affect me because I know everybody in this community. I know every house. I done been in every house or every yard. You know what I mean? I know who lived there. You know what I mean? I know who related to them. I might not be related to them, but my homie related to them. And I'm gonna let that motherfucker stay in this community. Get the fuck out of here. That's what the Black Panthers was, bro. They help they pollute that was us policing our own communities. You know what I'm saying? For real. Like we have to police our own community. That's the problem now. We don't police our own communities. You know what I'm saying? Real shit.
We're on two different paths in life.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not
For
in the
real,
same,
you and Black Gang
like,
on the
we're not in
blood
the
though.
same
Exactly,
league.
bro.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
You know what I mean? So like I don't want to sit there and compare myself to shout out to everything he's doing. Good for him. Congratulations. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So what did he say about you that got you upset with him?
Nah, I mean, my man Big Bootsy sent me a video. He see, I mean, you know, this kid on here talking to you, and I hit the link, and it's my man Bootsy, right, talking back to him, and he said, "Yo, you don't even know my man," and I'm like, "Yo, who he talking about?" But then he said Bonds, and I said, "Hold up, let me see what this dude talking about." So he was talking about. I didn't even watch the video as far as his video, but I just seen a picture of Diddy on one side. I seen a picture of me on the other side. But from what I gathered from my man Big Bootsy video, which I did watch, he was saying, yo, you don't even know Bonds. You calling him a street nigga and saying he not supposed to do ABC. He said, where you know my man from? You don't know him from nowhere to be calling him a street nigga and this, that, and the other. Now, grant you, it was a time where I would love that name, you know, because I was a street nigga.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Went to jail for manslaughter, did this, ran the street, got on the wall with this. But
it's a badge, yeah.
You graduate.
Mm.
So by him calling me that and comparing me to that on the picture, my man was trying to tell him, like, yo, you don't know him from Ciroc. He sold over 1 million cases. You don't know him from Charles Barkley. Like, that's where I know Bonds from. He said, and I knew him all his life. But I don't reflect to that before. I reflect to the accolades that he's done now. So by you saying, yo, he a street nigga, you trying to bring him back to where he was and show the wrong picture of him to people. So he was checking him. So I left it at that. I said, I'll let my man check him. That, I'm not gonna give him no time. My man Zip the Drip hit me and
Hey, he got a little point on this one here. I learned this from a pastor. Um, it was the pastor used to be a gangster, right? And but he had changed his life, and he's a pastor, still a pastor. And he was saying that if you come up to him and you start talking to him, and the first thing you do is call him his old street name, he say he don't want to talk to you no more. He say because if you done changed your life and you done moved on and you done became something better, you don't want to be around the people who constantly keep reminding you of who you used to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't tell me about who I used to be. You know what I'm saying? No, we don't even want to talk about that. That person is dead, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'm somebody else. I done elevated. I done evolved. I done you grew up. You know what I mean? So I kind of get where you're coming from on that one.
something about him being a booty bandit and Bambada. He was I didn't know nothing about this stuff. I'm like, but I know my cousin Big Nick was locked up with him and said, yo, yeah, I know the kid, and he left it at that. Like he ain't nothing to hear about. And I said, okay, that's that. You know what I'm
Word
saying?
on the streets is he got thied.
He got thied?
Yeah, they got thied.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Let's toast to that.
Yeah, toast to the
Yeah, toast. Toast, fellas.
Oh man.
That's how it happens. You know, sometimes shit happens. It's okay.
He wasn't in the Diddy camp. Nah, I'm just
yo.
Nah.
So I do want to say I want to rewind it back a little bit, right? And we had the pleasure again of having you up, I believe, which was your initial interview. Right. The first time that you decided to talk in front of the cameras about anything that it was in regard to that. Being a protector, I feel as though in that interview, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel in that interview, you were still like holding out hope, holding back a little bit. You weren't ready to really speak about it. There was a part of you that you just felt maybe dirty having a conversation about it.
Right. And a lot of people attribute that. I'm glad you brought that up too. Because a lot of people say, yo, Bonds know a lot more than he was talking about. Bonds was throwing signals at Puff that he better drop the bag or he gonna start talking. And it ain't have nothing to do with that. It was just me being the man that I am and taking the oath. I've been around.
I ain't gonna even lie to you. I would have been doing it. I would have been motherfucking show letting Puffy know he better drop that motherfucking bag, and I still would have got him. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, I would have got that nigga to pay me, and I would have double crossed that nigga. I'm just keeping it real, man. You know, Marita get a little Marita got a little griminess in him now. I'm telling you now. You know what I mean? I done triple back crossed and all of that. Yeah, but you a fuck nigga. So yeah, I'm gonna get you to pay me, and I'm gonna still sink you, nigga. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. He would have. Yeah, I would have got. Hey, yeah, I want that bag, cause that bag is the bag in my hand right now. You know what I'm saying? I want that bag. So yeah, I'm gonna fool you. I'm gonna trick you. I'm gonna hit you with the trickery game, Diddy. Yeah, let me get that bag.
The people. You know what I'm saying? Diddy ain't the only celebrity that I've guarded. You know what I'm saying? So I know a lot of things. I'm in the street all the time. I know a lot of things. I just didn't feel comfortable talking about his business like that, right? Now, him being disloyal to me is a whole different subject. It ain't have nothing to do with this subject. So whatever me and him was going on through that, I know how to keep that to the side. That had nothing to do with what I was holding back. What I was holding back was because I wasn't comfortable talking on nobody mic at that time. But like I said, so many things have come to me since then that I feel like it's my business to talk now. And whoever don't like it, don't like it. They could, eat a dick. Well, I don't give a fuck. But, I'm going to tell it like it is. And I'm going to tell the truth about it.
Well, that makes absolute sense.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. If it happened, it happened. We can all talk about theoreticals, but facts is facts. Whether I like it, you like it, whoever likes it, if it really happened is what it is. Deal with those consequences. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I saw you put something on your IG about, you don't always know when or how you're gonna find your calling. So it's interesting to hear you say like how this stuff kind of came your way. And it's like, man, I kind of have a duty to advocate for these people out here because lo and behold, there's a lot more people than you think. And also, like you said, it's not just women. It's men, women, and children. Everybody, a lot of people deal with this kind of thing. There's a lot of manipulative motherfuckers out there that will take advantage of every opportunity they can possibly take, no matter how or where it comes from. And it's usually to the people that are closest to them, that trust them the most. Okay, so they don't always have a voice. And even if they do have a voice, they're not going to speak on that person because they somewhere in their mind, it's a Stockholm situation where they still got love and respect for that person. So they try to spare them. So it's a tightrope walk. You know, it's like you're forcing me in a position where now I got to speak on things I don't even really want. I don't even, street etiquette tells me that this is not in my nature to speak on these kinds of things. But now you forcing my hand.
And that's why I said, that's why I had to come out the streets. That's why I had to come out. I can't come out the streets one way. I got to come out the streets the whole way. And when I say I got to come out the streets the whole way, that means I can't have that street mentality of, hey, yo, I can't talk about this. I can't talk. Ain't nobody going to jail. We talking about, yo, you need help. You need to get right. And these women need help. And it's something you just tapped on, Kato. It was like a lot of people, even us was talking. We said about a man going with domestic violence, and we said about a woman. But Kato just touched on the kids. The kids are affected, just like I said. I seen my mother and father go through it, but I thought it was nothing because the next day everything would be all right. No, it's not okay. And the kids don't realize that this affects them until later on in life. And you might go through it at 17 or 18. You might get into it with your little girlfriend. You might smack her. Some people grow out of it. But what about the ones that don't grow out of it? And that becomes what they do. I'm listening to women say every time he drink.
Shout out to my main man, Puller Talk, real slick. Slick in the building. Hey, look, he right though, yo. He right. And that's why I keep telling y'all, tell you, keep living, keep living. I pray everybody keep having birthdays. Because if you keep having birthdays, eventually you're gonna graduate out of the streets. I'm telling you. It's like for real, like real shit. Like, nigga, my daddy hustled all his fucking life, niggas. On God. As far as all that, I mean, my daddy was in Vietnam and my daddy, he been across seas and shit like that. You know, he graduated, he went to college, you know what I mean? But from the time I was born to now, well, not to now because he retired, but from the time I was born, that's from when I know him, he hustled. Even my daddy, and he never went to jail. My dad never went to jail for hustling. Never was busted. Well, he was busted, but he kind of, he beat it. You know what I mean? Like he knew what to do. You know, I wasn't at home. The house ain't in my name. Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Never served no undercover, no shit like that. But he eventually graduated out the streets. You know, he eventually graduated out the streets. You know what I'm saying? And it happens. It's gonna happen. You know, it's just a natural evolution of things. You know, it's just a natural evolution of things. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you, like this is how this shit goes, man. But do me a favor, man. Hit that like button, man. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. We watching Roger Barnes, Diddy's private security tell all. We're gonna break it down into two segments because this thing is it's interviews 4 hours and 14 minutes long. Shout out to the Dancer Project. You know what I mean? I hope they don't strike me or no shit like this, but I'm just bringing this to y'all. You know what I mean? Go subscribe to the channel. You know, always show love. They got like a bunch of subscribers and shit, but still, you know what I mean? Y'all want to go subscribe to their channel, please go subscribe to their channel. You know what I'm saying? Also, man, donate to the channel, man. You know what I mean? It could be $1, $2, $3, it don't matter, man. I'm still not getting paid off YouTube, man. And if y'all can see, your boy's been going hard. You know, we did a live late last night, and here I am back at you again. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna give you another one later on this evening, you know what I'm saying? I'm cooking some shit up to put y'all some shit together, you know what I'm saying? So, we giving you at least 2 hours, two lives a day, probably at least like at least you get mostly at least like 6 hours of lives a day, you know what I'm saying, on different current events, different topics. You have my guests come up on the panel, you know what I mean, and share their opinion. So man, just please do me a favor and donate to the channel. You know what I mean? The cash app is on the screen, you know what I'm saying? It's rolling across the bottom of the screen and that little red little little box that's sliding across the bottom of the thing, man. Hit that like button, please. Hit that like button, please. Do your boy a favor and hit that like button. Thank you.
I know I'm gonna get my ass whipped. And how are you staying there when every time he drink, if you call him before he coming home, he got a slur in his voice. You getting ready to get ready like you getting ready to get into a boxing match
It's
because
like
you
it's
know
all
he
good. Like it's
like it's a regular thing, and it's not.
Because she seen her mama go through that shit. So it's normalized to her.
Shout out to
And that's the
Denise.
thing. That's why you talk about the kids. Because even like you said, some people grow out of it, but if you grew up where that shit's normalized, well, now you just thinking that's just the way relationships are.
And I hear some women say, yo, I say, yo, that nigga just punched me on the face. Oh, I'm gonna fuck the shit out of him tonight.
Yeah.
That's the thing too.
Huh?
We toxic.
That's the
We
thing.
toxic together. So it's all type of mixed up, and that's why I'm saying it's not like I gave an oath to protect, right? And this is what I want people to really take 10.
Listen, and he just said it, and I just gotta keep it real. It is that type of listen, man. That's why it's good. That's why it's a little. I understand why women don't come out and say it, and they don't want to talk about it. But I'm telling you, it is a thing. I've talked to women, and it is a thing. Some women, you know, just like he said, he just said like, hey, he heard women say, man, this nigga just hit me in my face. I'm gonna fuck the shit out of this nigga tonight. I ain't never heard it that extreme, but I have I have I get what he's saying, and I have in it, and I agree. It's some women that you know. I ain't saying you gotta beat a bitch bloody or no shit like that, or that's not what they mean, but they like a man that kind of put them in their place. I'm just saying this, and if you that type of woman, you ain't got to say nothing. You ain't got to say nothing. You ain't got to tell your business, but you know what I'm talking about. And that ain't every woman. You know what I'm saying? That's not every woman, but it is some of them. It is women out there like that. They like a man. They hit him across the head with the club and drag him back in the cave and fuck them. And they just get that's their thing. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. Like you know what I mean? I was a little extreme with the club and dragging the cave, but you know what I'm saying? Like they like a manly alpha man, like damn near toxic. They like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Um, it is what it is. I'm just I ain't judging. I'm just saying like it is that type of person, people out there, those type. You know what I'm saying?
Seconds to really think about. Okay, this is somebody who has yes men all around them at all the times. This is somebody that's giving me a check every week. This is the billionaire, this, that, and the other. Why do you think being with this man for 10 years, the only person that she mentions in that whole lawsuit as protecting her was me? And I ain't been around them since 2012. That's telling me since 2012, ain't nobody else helped her.
Nobody else for you.
You see what I'm saying? So how can you come at me and say, oh, you just stood by this, that, and the other? Maybe I didn't talk about it before, but we could talk about it now because she brought me into it. But think about how many people is around them that she can think back to the dude who left in 2012. And she didn't break up with him until 2018. So you got to say this whipping that she had in 2016, we all know. And what people got to realize is when people whip people ass like that, 9 times out of 10, it's them alone with them.
That could mean a lot of things, but I will say this: I'm gonna just keep it on its purest form. That means he did protect her to the point to where she felt safe when he's around. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. It also could mean he fucked too, but I ain't gonna get into that. I ain't gonna get into that. I'm gonna leave that one alone. I'm gonna leave that one alone. But in its purest form, it does feel like when he was a security, she felt like he protected her, or he was able to, keep certain shit from going down, shit like that. There, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I agree. And for her not to name any other security after that, that means the rest of the motherfucker just let all type of shit go down. You know?
It's nobody else that's gonna be around to help them.
Yeah.
They know they getting their ass whipped though, because when they was out that night, they said something they wasn't supposed to say, and that person gave them that look.
Yeah.
Wait till I get your ass.
Oh, yeah.
So you probably seen that a few times, that look.
Of course. I definitely think it was times where she knew she was gonna get her ass whipped.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, it's times where I would say Diddy got this thing where if you do something wrong in the club, he got these glasses on. And he puts the glasses on top of his nose and then he looked down at you right there.
Let you know I'm angry.
Yeah. And if he lock eyes with you then, nigga, whatever it's about, nigga, as soon as we get by ourselves, we're gonna talk about this. You know what I'm saying? So I've seen that a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times if you hear things and you see things and you're outside the room, you try to go to the room, the door's locked. You're not banging down the door. But when that person comes out, you ask them, yo, you all right? Everything okay? And if that person is not going to go back and tell them that you've been asking, you might go a little further. You need something?
Of course.
Yo, you know.
Just as a human, of course.
Just as a human. But it takes a lot, like I was getting ready to say, it takes a lot for me to get up and go against the person that's paying me, the person that can say, nigga, go home, get the fuck out of here. If you want to, you know, it takes a lot for me to do that. But I gave my bond, just like my name is Bonds, I gave my bond to protect.
Yeah.
But I didn't give my bond only to protect you, because in a way I'm protecting you by stopping you from what you're doing.
From you.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if this person hit the head on the floor the wrong way, which we've seen plenty of times, how the fuck we gonna answer that now? You know what I'm saying? So it's a fucked up position to be in, but it's one that somebody has to be in. And evidently nobody was there.
Hey, y'all hit that like button. Do me a favor, please hit the like button. And please donate to the channel, man. Please donate to the channel. $1, $2, it don't matter.
Good.
I'm gonna go back to what Danza said when he said about not wanting to talk, and I'm gonna go back to what you said about the calling. I tried to walk away from it, you know what I'm saying? But it was plenty of nights that I had to pray on it. See, oh God, and then something that happened where I say I ain't gonna talk, and then somebody that come and say, yo, can you talk to me? Or I'll get a DM. Like I got so many girls, that's friends that I've never met now that DM me and just talk to me, that I said, damn, that was, you know how you ask God to answer you?
Yeah,
now he can answer you and you don't pay it attention, and he said, yo, I answered you already. So she answered. Did she ask you for your help? That was me talking to you. So I had to come out of the streets and say, yo, fuck them. They not doing nothing for me. They're gonna talk about me whether I do good, whether I do bad, whether I do whatever, but I can help her or I can help him by my voice. And people let me know, because I'm just a regular person to me.
Yeah.
But when I'm in the street, people will let you know, oh shit, you
appreciate you, fam.
Yeah, exactly. So you start feeling like that's the calling.
You know what I feel like? When people see me, for the most part, they see who the fuck is this light-skinned pretty boy dude that might fuck my bitch, right? Like that's how I'm sized up. Like I don't get the respect that light-skinned shit, that ass, you know. Yeah, being Hispanic, a lot of people look at it. He ain't been in the streets. He don't know nothing about that life. I don't need to preach about it, but I have. Right. Shout out to my guy Mateo, who's watching along with us. He noticed something about you, even the first time we had the conversation, and even now, is that for me, when I listen to you speak, right, and the way you carry yourself, the one thing I do know is you're official, right? And I feel like a lot of people, when I look at the comments, there was close to 200,000 that watched the original interview, right? Okay, and when the people were in the comments, are like, a lot of people said they know you. Bonds is an official dude. Right. You know what I mean? I got the DM says Bonds is an official dude. Like, that seems like seems like the way it came across, and that's who you are. So I would like to believe I'm a good judge of character, right? So when I listen to you speak, I'm sitting there and I take your word for it. I know there's a little bit that you would hold back, because that's for another day or for another moment. You know what I mean? Right. Or that's between you and him. Right. You know what I mean? Or you and her. Right. But at the end of the day, I know that it had to be tough for you to sit there standing on those principles. Right. And there's people that would probably sit here and think, you know what? Oh, he, Dance is trying to give them an out or help them escape or trying to talk them. Nah, I'm talking about my experience, right? Like, I think that's important that people understand what we do on this platform. And when we're sitting down having a conversation with somebody like you, like, yeah, I might have a Orlando Brown sometimes.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Charleston White said during that video, he said, you know what, this is a good clickable moment, but this might turn off your original fan base because they ain't here for that. They're here for that real conversation. Right. So, and that's what we have here. And so when people are watching this, like, I encourage you to just chill out for a second, because minds be racing when they be watching podcasts. They already got a judgment. They're watching based off the judgment. Anxiety is hitting like a motherfucker, and they're boom, judgment. Right. And so again, and I wanted to put that out there. I feel like you're definitely official, right? I appreciate you for the conversations we have prior to this shit going on, and how you stood on what you stood on from the beginning. You know what I mean? You haven't changed. You know, a lot of people, you were as Orlando pointed out earlier, one of the, if not the first person that said, I saw her put her hands on him.
Right.
And him put his hands on her.
Right.
You've seen it both ways.
Right.
You didn't run from it. A lot of people feel like, oh shit, I can't say it. You know, a lot of times men, when they're in an abusive relationship, they could get their ass whipped and slapped back once, and they'll never speak again.
Right.
They'll accept any violence from that woman because they never want to be known for retaliating.
Right.
Never.
Right.
Because it's all good when a woman abuses a man, but if that man fights back even once.
Oh, we know that.
Yeah.
We know that, especially if he got even any type of trouble in his life. He better not touch it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've been locked up for that too. And ain't have nothing to do with nothing. But my past.
It don't take much.
Yeah, my past got to me. But it takes you to be strong, man, because when you on that social media, motherfuckers is saying all type of shit, man. And like what people gotta realize is,
imagine what your comment section.
My comment section, because they saying, you know, so, and then some of them is joking.
Exactly.
Some of them is trolling. Some of them just want to say some shit to see if they can get underneath your skin. Yeah. And let me see what he say. And you get into the shit, we like, yo, what you telling, nigga? You could pull up on me. I'm not. And nah. You can't be wishy-washy. You can't be saying you pot. And shout out to my young brothers out there, because sometime when I used to get back to my left, a young dude would hit me and say, yo, OG, I look up to you too much for that. And I stopped, and I'd be like a couple of times I might have took the awkward pictures that people take showing things and all that. And I'll get a DM, yo, OG, that ain't you. You know what I'm saying? And instead of taking it the wrong way, I look at the person, I go right to their page. And I see they might be a young rapper, you know what I'm saying, out there, you know, doing their thing. And I'll be like, damn, it's take a lot for him to hit me and say, OG, that's not you. I don't come to your page for that. I'm not looking for that. And then that'll pull you right back into, that's why I got so upset when Hassan was still talking about that. I left that 15 years ago. You late, homie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You late.
Now let me reel it back in a little bit here with the timeline. You come here, you do the interview. Right now there's a little noise that's coming from it. There was a incident that occurred between you and, was it King? Christian? One of his sons, that there was a back and forth. Justin on social media.
Right.
What happened there?
He said, what happened? You just told me the other day that you was going to see a therapist. So when he said that,
I see the angle.
Yeah, he was saying like, yo, you all right?
You trying to make me look crazy, man.
Exactly.
You know me, don't.
And I'm like, yeah, okay, I confided to everybody I went to see a therapist. See, I'm glad you brought that up, because I got something to say that people don't think about, all right? Not to take nothing away from a woman, right? We talk about lawsuits. We talk about all these things that women say they went through when they was dealing with Diddy, when they was working for Diddy, when they was doing this. But just because I'm a man and I'm as a security, you don't think I went through mental shit too? You don't think I went through emotional shit too? You don't think I was somewhere where it got to a point, like I was telling earlier, 2-3 years, you over the fact that he's a celebrity. Now you
True.
dealing with a regular person, and I don't want to be at work no more. Who don't want to be at work when they traveling all over the world and they doing everything? That's because the person that you working for now you know them.
Yeah.
And the excitement of traveling all over the world and excitement of being next to Diddy is gone now.
The novelty don't wore off.
It wore off.
You eat,
now
sleep,
you
shit
that
just like
you eat, sleep, shit just like
I seen
me.
you at your worst, you know, like
Right. So now I'm getting to see all the ugliness. I'm getting ready to see the way you talk to people, the way you treat people, the way you want people to work 40 hours and only put 12 hours down. But you getting up here talking about how much money you got and how you treat people this way when you know that the people that work for you is looking at you
don't
doing
see
this.
post, yeah.
When you got people in your executive staff saying, yo, you work 20 hours a day, but you can only put 12 hours down. And nobody comes and tells you how you going to get paid for the next 8 hours because that person is manipulative and telling you, yo, you should be lucky to be here.
Everybody's got to respect the emperor.
And this machine is going to go with you or without
so
you.
Fall in line.
So you did these 20 hours, and you're going to put these 12s down, and now you think about your family, you think about this. Now, now not to take nothing. Being a man incarcerated, doing all this, that, and the other. Okay, I'm gonna be as real as I can get on here, which I've never ever told nobody. My salary was $77,000 a year. Okay,
right.
$77,000 a year. I'm next to this billionaire. My salary is $77,000 a year.
What you said.
For 12 months. If I showed you my timesheet, which I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna show you my timesheet from 2004 to 2006. That adds up to 144 hours a week. Not 40 hours a week. It's times where it adds up to 144 hours a week. 120 hours a week. Don't let an album be getting done because then you're up every day. But then the people from your office come and tell you, because you might be getting paid by Universal, you might have a budget with Atlantic or something. So now when I turn in my hours and your driver is turning in his hours and your assistant is turning in his hours, you got Universal, you got Atlantic saying, yo, what the fuck is this bill that Puff Daddy just turned in every week for the people that work for him? So now your executive staff is saying, yo, you can only put down 12 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? Now you got other people saying, that's a law. You could take him to the such and such department, but guess what? Now you don't got no job after that shit is done. Yeah. So you in a catch-22.
And that also puts a stain on you for other jobs that you would get.
And guess what? At this particular time, as we all know from the Wendy Williams situation and everything else, he's one of and he still is one of the powerfulest men in the industry that can blackball you. And then with these corporate people, till this day, I think he is. Let's not forget he's a billionaire. And we talk about the money that is on the record. We're not talking about the money and that's off the record.
Hello. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So do I think he's still powerful? Yes, because guess what? If I had, with us being, like we said earlier, being so forgiving, and with him being the manipulator's can you count him out?
Hell no.
So therefore, it's people that still play in the middle. I'm not going to go against him.
Because if he see this shit through, I want to be on the right side.
I want to be on the right side. So it got to be people that say, yo, and I hear people say all the time, yo, fuck Diddy, yo, that nigga don't do nothing for me, but you still don't want to be against him, brother. You still in the business. You know what I'm saying? You still don't want to be, and I'm not even talking about violence. I'm talking about pressing buttons and knowing the right people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's been in the business for a long time.
There's accusations about it.
Exactly. So now, if I go up against him, that must mean I'm not going down that road no more.
You ain't slightly worried about the kid that's trying to prove himself to Diddy? You know, the way you got to operate and move around? Because look, you're naturally you're somebody that knows how to protect. You know how to watch you know how to watch your 4, your 5. You know how to look all around, right?
Of course.
So are you a little bit more alert now that all this is going on?
Very much so. Very much so. I don't go to nobody clubs no more. I'm not going to nobody blocks no more. I'm not doing that because I do realize that my face is all over the place, right? And it is a lot. I'm not even saying kids. It's just a lot of people who don't want to believe this or still like, or who feel like, yo, you shouldn't be saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? And if you say something, you see me in the store, you say, yo, the bitch ass nigga, yo, don't even know the man.
Yeah.
Don't even know the man.
All based off assumptions.
Just based on so yeah, I do move a certain way, even taking my family with me certain places. Yeah, it's changed the whole dynamic.
So now, putting it back to it, right? You're in this discussion with Justin, which goes public. I believe these tweets or whatever it was later deleted, right? Maybe it was on Instagram that you too went.
It was on Instagram.
Was it later deleted?
It was basically him saying what he said, like, yo, Unc, yo, you just told me the other day that mentally you ain't right. You going to see a therapist. And I hit him back and I said, yo, Justin, if I'm not mistaken, I said, yo, Justin, this ain't for me and you. I said, this ain't for me and you. This is between me and your father.
That's you speaking like a grown man.
Yeah, and I think I said, love you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and then that was that. You know what I'm saying? I said, love you, man. You right. I am going to see a therapist. You right. I did tell you that. You know what I'm saying? Which I did tell him that. You know what I'm saying? Me and him had just text 2 days before that.
Nothing wrong with that.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a good thing, if anything. But
right. So I did tell him that, and I said, yeah, but one don't have nothing to do with the other. But this ain't for me and you.
Yeah, I see what you're doing. But listen.
And then somebody else had hit me back and said, yo, Justin need to mind his business. He just did the same thing with Kenny Burns. And I didn't even know nothing about that. But what I do know is that that's his father. And what I do know is people look at Justin as a kid. Justin is 30 years old. But what I do know for a fact is that I got too much history and too much love for him that I'm going to look at him like a kid. And the one thing we ain't going to do on social media is go back and forth.
Yeah.
Man, you got my number, man.
Hey,
right.
I did the math, by the way. So at 77K, 144 hours, you're talking a little over $10 an hour.
Come on. But I'm supposed to be happy to be with you. See, that's what I'm saying. That's the Godism. You should be happy to be with me. But we running around all over the town, all over the city, all over the country, and I got a target on my back.
But a part of you was happy to be able to make $77,000 a year as well.
Let's not now. That's what I'm explaining. I look at jobs and I see 30, 40. I see teachers making 50. So I'm happy over the 77. But guess what? I'm not happy about. They seeing their family.
Yeah,
right.
They home. I'm out of the city. I'm living in LA 3 weeks out the month. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or I'm missing December 26th of every year. I would be in Miami. December 26th. I would leave December 24th. I would go home for Christmas to be with my family. But guess what? Daddy got to get up the 26th to be in Miami.
Yeah.
So that's the difference between teachers got 2 weeks off right there. You know, it's a whole bunch of teachers got holidays. Guess what? On holidays, if you're working for celebrity, 9 times out of 10, they taking their family somewhere that you gotta be at. You see what I'm saying? So that's the difference between making 77,000. 77,000 is a good thing if you're doing 8 to 10 hours a day.
Yeah.
But when you're doing 120, 140, 4 hours, and this is what the timesheets look like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then 77,000 is nothing. And then on top of that, let's get on top of this. When I caught diabetes and I asked to go over to Ciroc, you say, yo, I'm gonna have a talk with you. Manipulation. I'm doing you a favor. I'm gonna move you over to Ciroc. I don't never move nobody from security nowhere. I usually just get rid of it. So now the thankfulness in me is thankful.
Yeah, you have to.
It's a mind game. I'm thankful.
You gotta be grateful.
But in the same sentence, you say, but yo, I can't pay you what you making here because you're not gonna be working for me, you're gonna be working for them. So now I'm looking at the 77 go down to 67.
Say
So let me ask you something. Is healthcare involved?
Shout out to Michael Jordan.
Healthcare is involved in both of them.
Hold on.
Okay.
if I'm security,
That's the main reason. People actually, it was at this time when I started being puff security, it was only 3 people in the industry that could afford 24-hour security. I sat down and I thought about it. One was Jay-Z, one was 50 Cent, and one was Diddy. You can't tell me nobody else in the rap industry in 2003 that could afford 24-hour security.
Shout out to Michael Jordan for the $5 cash app. I
year
appreciate you,
beside
gang.
those 3 right there. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
the choice with healthcare. I'm not talking about dudes who call a man when they get
I
ready to
really
go out and say, yo, I
appreciate
got
you.
some money for you.
That's
I'm getting ready to
love,
go
G.
out.
stand next to me.
Yeah, I'm talking about 24 hours a day with healthcare.
Plus transportation, assistant, and this person,
And
that
everything
person,
else.
This,
It's only 3 people. And the only reason them 3 could do it because they had major deals where other companies was paying for all that.
part of it.
You see what I'm saying? So that has a lot to do with it. You know what I'm saying? So now you say, yo, I'm your man, I'm your this, I'm your that. I'm with you every day. I'm stopping fights. I'm stopping this. I'm stopping. And I'm getting in beef in the streets because niggas think I'm getting money. And you don't want to really.
You with Diddy now.
Yeah.
You got
getting
it.
money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You driving a truck, nigga, I'm paying a car note. Nigga, you driving a Cadillac, you driving a Porsche, I'm paying a car note.
Right.
But guess what? I'm still living in Esplanade, which is uptown in Harlem. You know what I'm saying? I'm still living on 149th Street. I'm still in the hood. You know what I'm saying? It was the same.
Shout
We
out
got
to
in an argument one time in
J6
LA
and Z, bro. Appreciate you.
because when he first moved to LA,
Hit that like
me
button,
and my
guys.
man
Please hit
really
that like
wasn't
button.
comfortable out there.
I appreciate
You know,
you.
it's not a.
It's different. It's not a real place, really.
I love it, but I'm with Diddy, who's being accused of killing Tupac. And then you turn around, Biggie done got killed here. So
You think the
you
nigga
know,
to be in LA
that
with
77 don't go so
Yeah.
far no more.
at this time, he's not the one to be in LA with.
Yeah.
But he's invincible. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, I feel you, bro.
don't care,
I'm
we
just
doing that.
fucking with you, but
But
yeah, I
my
was in there
man was
fucking
like,
with
yo,
them
B, I'm
pots,
not
man.
going down
Shit.
there. So I ended up being down there every day. And you know, the attitude was there at first because I didn't want to be there. And I remember specifically one day Puff walking up the block in Beverly Hills, and he said, yo, you can go to fuck home, yo. You go to fuck home. You and your man acting all fucking crazy. I'm staying here, and that's that.
Man.
And at this time, I was new. So my man really threw me out there. So I'm sitting on the stoop like, yo, I ain't say I want to go nowhere. Because at the end of the day, I did just come home from jail, and I'm happy to be out here.
Right.
And I'm going to do whatever I got to do. But I'm not thinking of, yo, what are you getting paid to take care of this? Right. So when I sit back and I watch some of the videos and say, yo, I pay my barber $5,000 or $1,000 to cut my hair. How could you pay a barber that or say you're going to do this, that, and the other, but the person that's holding you down is fucked up?
Right.
But nobody wants to hear about that. You know what I'm saying? But it's cool because I accept that because I was happy I had a job. And one thing don't have nothing to do with the other. So like I said, I still was quiet. We still ain't talking about that. Niggas still think I'm getting money uptown, this, that, and the other. But I'm getting money because the type of person I am, I know how to hustle. You know what I'm saying? If I'm next to you, I'm thinking of some other hustles to make some money. Yo, you want Diddy to come through your club tonight? I could get him up there today. Because 9 times out of 10, he gonna hit me. Yo, what's going on tonight? I already know what's going on tonight. So I'm gonna hit you and be like, yo, what you give me if I bring Diddy through there?
Right.
Word. What you mean? But you can't announce it. You can't say he coming or nothing. You can tell your immediate people, yo, guess what, yo? I just got the phone with Barnes, yo. He gonna bring Diddy through tonight. You can tell your immediate people, but let's not see no flyer up. Word. All right, I got 2,000 for you. I got 1,500 for you. All right. Yo, what we doing tonight, Barnes? Yo, we gonna go to Mansion tonight in Miami. We going to Mansion. You know what I'm saying? I spoke to Ro and them. They all out there. Okay, cool. You slide me my 1,500. These are the type of we hustlers. We gotta You know, you got a party, you take.
Ain't that the same thing DW Flame was doing? That's what I'm saying. Like I get it. You know what I mean? At the same shit DW Flame was doing.
Through the back.
Yeah, I need it. 77 don't go too far, so I
don't go too
gotta
far.
find. You know, I gotta find my own opportunity at some point.
Hell yeah, you got to make it. But it does give you the opportunities.
Hit
right?
that like button, guys. Hit that
also
like
think like
button.
an entrepreneur. On that same note, right? Like as an entrepreneur, 144-hour week, that's normal. We do it for zero,
right?
A lot of times, right? And then we build as we move forward, and we know that we put people in positions to win. Now, some of us understand it. Some of us get greedy.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it seems like that seems to be the exact narrative of what went on with Diddy and how he grew in this game. Right? You got a young cat that's learning all the ropes, you know what I mean, behind the scenes. I mean, we could go back to Al B. Shore as an intern. Right? Now talk because I know you know about that, right? Like he comes up as an intern for
Uptown
Records.
Right.
Al B. Shore's the guy.
Oh yeah, Al B. Shore was that.
Facts. Facts, SLK.
Yeah, what? Al B. Shore made it be all right to be light skinned back then.
He was the light skinned nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Curly split hair.
You know what I'm saying? No matter what they say, because people
I ain't gonna lie,
say,
this
Al
nigga
B
do look like
lip
Warren
singing.
G
Yo,
though.
Al B can't sing. Whatever he doing, he doing whatever.
Yeah.
Shouldn't matter.
And then that's the beginning of the Kim Porter situation. So now, based on what you know of all this that went on, because Kim Porter is the woman. When we think about Diddy, right now, we're gonna get
rest in peace to Kim. Yeah,
we get the staple of Cassie. Everybody knows Cassie. But his queen was Kim Porter,
right?
And early.
God damn it.
Early on, you got Uptown Records, I'll be sure. How did that go? Did he acquiring Kim Porter from I'll be sure?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't tell you how it went because I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? I can only tell you things that he said. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Yo, I seen her and I got to have her." You know what I'm saying? Things he said like, "Yo, I used to come to work every day and she was the first thing that I seen." You know what I'm saying? And like sometime when you dream about something or you say you gotta have something or your goal is to be rich, my goal is to get Shorty to start talking to me because he said she was mean. She ain't really have too much to say to him. It was like you just.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, that's some snake shit too, bro. Let me tell you something, my nigga. If that's your lady, my nigga, that's your bitch, right? And I know you. You know what I'm saying? I know you. It's different if I don't fucking know you. But if I know you, you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't got to be friends or nothing. But if I know you, man, I ain't trying to take your bitch. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to work every day or going somewhere every day like, yeah, I got to get her. Nah, I ain't on that. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Like, I ain't trying to snake you for your lady. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, that's just some real sucker shit right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, real shit. Like, nah, bro.
Turn, you know, I'm with Al B.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So she is Michelle Pfeiffer in Scarface. Right?
That was it.
Yeah.
You know, but you know what was the difference? She going to work every day.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the things that he really liked about her was like, she was with Al B, all that tiger. Cool. She's still working for herself every day.
She's a tiger.
And his goal was to get her, and he got her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he adopted Quincy, you know what I'm saying? And it's nothing else you could do to a man, in my eyes, to break him down than to take his woman and adopt his son. That's like a powerful chess move.
Talk about mental warfare.
Mental warfare.
That's actually like some like real like historical shit.
The Romans.
That's what happened to Odysseus and the Odyssey.
Hey, Barnes hitting that goddamn glass too, ain't he? Barnes hitting that goddamn glass.
took over
Bond
his
tipsy
house,
than a motherfucker
married
up
his
there.
wife, adopted his kids. He was lost at
Hit
sea
that like
for
button,
like
y'all.
Hey,
Hit
I'm,
that
and I'm
like
gonna tell you
button.
something. Puff is that type of person. He gonna read 48 Powers of Law. He gonna read the Art of War.
I done
He
read
gonna
both of them
read.
bitches.
He
Before
gonna
they
have
lost power,
audio
I had the
books,
book. I bought
and
the
he
book
gonna
twice.
study that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then
Hey, let me tell you some real shit. I told this shit to my son too. Um, every man should know how to play chess. I taught my son how to play chess at about 10 years old. Um, and every man should read the 48 Laws of Power and the Art of War. But they got audio books now. You can just listen to the motherfuckers. But I bought the 48 Laws of Power book twice. Twice. You know what I'm saying? Every man should read the 48 Laws of Power. Real shit. And every man should know how to play chess. You can read the Art of War too. You know what I'm saying? But the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene, that's my favorite fucking book. You know what I'm saying? So, and I don't practice it all the time, but I'm just saying you should know it to have it in your bag. You know what I mean?
it's a difference between studying it and know how to press the button and activate it. You know what I'm saying?
So
Shout out to
you
Slime
would say
Life
is
Max.
that his introduction to being the manipulator and the person that he became, like that had to be somewhat of the first major power move to thrust him into that.
I can't tell you that because I wasn't there. If that was like his first moves to me, being from uptown and being from Harlem, my first hearing and meeting of a Puff Daddy was because I was on the other side of the game at that time. You know what I'm saying? I got along with everybody.
You mean like you were an artist or
No. I was at that time I was a street nigga at that time.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's when I was out there banging and, you know, robbing and everything. But I never ever took nothing from nobody that was a good person. That's why my name always stayed honorable. You know, if I did something to somebody, I did something to somebody that everybody else wanted to do something to, but just ain't have the heart to do it.
That's something you might not understand if you don't understand street culture. So.
Right. So
no, it's
that's
still crime. Okay, but it's certain people that you don't fuck with. Certain people.
That's Batman.
Exactly.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't know if they still do it like that no more. I see in New York they punching old women in the face. And
nah, they still got the G's, the OGs check people.
But that was unheard of, man. Like even what they doing to girls now, killing them because they don't want to talk to them. Yeah,
it was a code.
You know, and you had the day like you had the people, and I'm not gonna say they don't do it because I'm not part of that life no more, but I don't hear about it. If we was in your building, you know what I'm saying, when the first came, we made sure everybody rent was paid. Yo, is everybody, because they not calling the police on you, they not bothering you, they letting you do what you do. So if you got the old lady on the second floor that can't pay the rent, she coming down. Oh, well, I need $100 for my
throw
rent.
them a little 200.
Yeah,
and
you know what I'm saying?
Keep this ecosystem.
Keep it going.
That's what it is. It's
and you know what?
That's how my nigga C was. When I told y'all the story the other night, my nigga C who got the 85 years for robbing the banks. That's how he was. You know what I'm saying? He had so much love in the hood, bro. I never seen nobody had no love like that since. And not even before. I mean, my daddy got love like that in the hood, but it's a different kind of love. Like C was like Robin Hood, like that kind of love. You know what I mean? Like like C was like a rapper. Like C come to the hood, he like a rapper. Like all the little kids around him and shit like that. But it was because he was helping people too. He was, you know, he was feared by other people, not by us. But he had love. Like I never seen nobody. Most people rule by fear. Most people I've seen in the hood rule by fear. You know what I mean? You don't want to fuck with me because of this or because of that. C was different. He could do all of that, but he ruled by love, and it carried so much. It's a rare thing to attain. It's a rare thing to attain to get people to fear you and love you at the same time. I never seen nobody else able to do that, but that's what he did.
Who never got locked up on 149th Street. You know why? Because every time the police came, they had an apartment to run to in the building that would open the door. So when the police would run up there, look, they would call me, yo, Barnes, yo, the police just came. Where you at? I'm in apartment 3H.
Stay there.
Yeah,
They on
stay
your floor. They
You know what I'm saying?
They understand what.
You know, so I say that to say that there was honor there. You know what I'm saying? And it's no longer there.
Honor amongst thieves, as they say.
Now,
To get started in data analytics, you don't need previous experience or a degree. The Google Data Analytics Certificate will teach you to code in R, to code in SQL, data visualization, and learning how to problem solve like an analyst would. At the end of the day, being a data analyst is about communication. It's the #1 soft skill that you'll pick up. And so learning how to take the information and make it accessible to a lot of people is at the core of being a strong data analyst. Ready to get started? Enroll today.
Women have power. Use it.
You need to send a message. I never should have sent a boy to do a woman's job.
The Shy. New episodes now streaming. Visit ParamountPlus.com/The Shy to get 50% off.
so we keep going through the storyline with in a perfect way.
Right.
But I still want to get to that part where, like, you know, we December we got the show. You're going back and forth with his son at the time. Now, clearly, obviously, his son, in order to see this, he watches the interview. I'm imagining Diddy probably watched the interview and heard you speak or saw clips.
Let me tell you what made me know that he watched the video. No, what made me know he spoke to his father. Because he said, how much you want my pops to do for...
My bad. I see what it say. SLK say, shit, my homegirl from Detroit said they bust girls in the head with bottles if they won't give up the number. Shit, in Orlando, we had niggas killing bitches. Real shit, nigga. Real shit, nigga. If the women don't get them niggas the numbers, them niggas will kill a bitch. For real. It's a couple incidents as well. A girl didn't get a nigga the number and the nigga killed her. Swear to God, gunned her down right there, nigga. Yeah, real shit. Real shit. Like, I don't know who raised these niggas, boy. That's why I say, ladies, y'all better be careful out here nowadays. You know what I mean? Because, you know, some of y'all be, you know, on that sexy red shit for my baby daddy and all that type of shit. These niggas ain't mentally stable like that. These niggas is known to mine for real now. All right, I'm just telling you now. These niggas will kill your ass, boy. About the pettiest shit.
Somebody that he never met. So it lets me know that he went to his father and said, yo, do you know Barnes' son?
Oh,
You know the situation about
Right. And Puff had to tell him, yeah, I know about his son. I know his son, but I've never met his son because Puff have never met my son. My son wasn't the type of person who was like, yo, Dad, you work for Puff. I want to come down here and meet him. He was the head of the Bloods in Harlem. You know what I'm saying? And I keep it 100. I didn't find this stuff out until he got in trouble in Africa.
Yeah.
That it was like, yo, you know, he was doing this, he was doing that,
Yeah,
but he wasn't a bad kid. They still called him schoolboy. He kind of came up like me. He was in charge of something to keep something together because he felt like if he wasn't going to be a part of it, they was going to go to war. And he tell me about that in jail where he at now. He'd be like, yo, Dad, you know they got Bloods and Crips in this jail in Africa. And I said, yo, what are you talking about? He said, yeah, they walk around with red rags. I'm like, he said, but I don't let them beef with each other. You know what I'm saying? And because he's from the United States and he knows that culture, they respect what he says about it.
Well, because
and a lot of people don't.
In a lot of ways, they're imitating American, this side of that.
And yeah, exactly.
So it's like you, however the ranking works, you kind of surpassed me because I'm on this.
And it's the same way. It's the same way when New York started. We respected LA because LA was known for it. So if you had somebody with you that was from LA and they was Blood or Crip, you kind of believed everything they said because this was their culture. And when he ain't dead enough, but when O started it over here, Omar started it back here in Rikers Island. he had to get his lessons and everything that he got from somebody that was already in it. So he connected with people that was in LA. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same way. You an American, you down here, you used to be that. So you could come down here and kind of correct the culture of what they doing. And that's what he tells me. He said, yo, I don't let them go to war. I don't let them do this, that, and the other. And that's one of the things that he wants to write on about that. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that he doesn't do that. Yeah. So that's how I knew Justin spoke to his father about that. And like, if everybody was to ask me, no, he didn't know him. No, he didn't never meet him. But that's my son.
Yeah, word.
And I'm with you every day. And you know what I'm going through. And you heard about him. Everybody else met him. Uncle Paulie, D-Rock, Rube. We all hung out together.
It don't mean a motherfucking thing, because I got homies all day, every motherfucking day.
Right.
That I talk to, that I fuck with, that they know my son. And because they know me, they know my son.
Exactly.
You don't gotta know my son. You know me.
Right.
And you know my heart. So you know my son.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So those conversations, we might have had those conversations. Right. Might have not been 100 times. We had those conversations. You know that baby boy is out there.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right.
Thanks. So like now that there was no time.
Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. Do me a favor, hit that like button, please. Hit the like button.
He didn't try to reach out to you at all past this. It was
no. Oh no, past that timeline that you talking about.
No more communication.
No more communication. The only communication was which I mentioned before when he called me, when I called him and asked him for 20,000
before the interview.
That was before the interview. Yeah, that was the only other time. I haven't spoken to him at all. Period. This time, I guess he ain't speaking to me, yo. He's standing up. He's doing this. He's speaking on this. So we don't have no conversation, and I'm cool with that because I'm cool with being who I am.
And the 20,000 was for.
That was towards my son lawyer.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want people to understand
that wasn't.
You're not just asking for 20K because you want.
No. He's never gave me any money. So just, I want to clarify that he's never gave me no money. What I did was sent the lawyer complete info, Swift code, and it went directly from the office directly to the lawyer. It was nothing where I don't know what Barnes doing with this money because Barnes never got the money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't.
It would have been interesting to see would Barnes be speaking out if Puppy would have really like helped his son though.
Nah, this is strictly for him. If I'm out here selling T-shirts, this is strictly for him. If I'm doing this is strictly for him. This is going toward what we got to pay for the lawyer. You know what I'm saying? And that's that.
Right. Now, you've recently did an interview with Piers Morgan.
Right.
He, in that interview, had a conversation with you about how many times have you seen the abuse. I believe in the interview what you said was 5. You said 3. Now, I know that you've seen other things, other women that have gone through things. Can you give us an exact instance where you recall another woman that has gone through similar abuse or just the mental abuse and the intimidation of everything? Do you got any other like moments that you could remember?
If I was to say here, I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I've never really understood mental abuse. You know, I'm separated from my wife now, right? And if I go into mental abuse, then I gotta say I'm part of the DV problem. And that's the realest shit that I could tell y'all. I'm fighting against DV, but when you fighting against something and you don't know all the limbs and the legs of it, you gotta sit down and listen. And I had to sit down and listen. And at first she was like, yo, what's the saying when you calling somebody something that you are? Yeah, you a hypocrite. Because you've mentally abused me for years. You know what I'm saying? Never put my hands on, but you mentally abused me.
You feel that you mentally abused your ex-wife?
Yeah, I mentally abused a lot of people now that I know what the meaning of it. Because I never realized that the words could really break a person down and make them feel like a piece of shit where they don't want.
Hey, let me tell you something. He got a point with this for him. And that's one of the little known forms of abuse. It's mental abuse. You know what I'm saying? And it's actually look, you know, hold on. It's actually underestimated, and even can be looked at as like, oh, you pussy. You know what I mean? Because of what somebody say. But let me tell you something. Mental abuse, it starts. Mental abuse be like verbal things somebody's saying to you, and it wears you down. You know what I mean? Over time, especially somebody that you care about. And it can come from your parents, it can come from your siblings, it can come from your significant other. That shit it's like a silent killer. You know what I mean? It's like a silent killer. Whereas when you get physically abused, the mental abuse, a lot of people still to this day been mentally abused and don't even understand that they've been mentally abused by the things that somebody said to you or you know what I mean? Like and how they affect you. You know what I mean? I'm gonna just give you a good one. You know what I mean? Somebody could call you fat. You could be obese, and you could be a kid and they could call you fat. And they can call you fat all your life. Different people call you fat all of your life. Well, that probably weighs on somebody mentally. That's abuse. They go to feeling a way about themselves, things of that nature. You know what I mean? It could be small. It could be small shit. Big, call you big nose or blackie. You know what I mean? You're light skinned. The niggas call you light skinned. You know what I mean? Like it's subtle things, man. Let me tell you something. The human mind, the brain, is very fragile. It's very fragile. Small things shape the way we think, shape the way we behave, shape our views on the world. You know what I'm saying? Very small things. You know what I mean? Very small things. It's very to the point where I believe most people got some kind of trauma. Whether you got it from your family, your household, or whether you got it from your social construct, your school, friends, girlfriends, boyfriends. But very few people don't. I tend to believe everybody got some kind of trauma. To be real with you, it's just impossible to go through life without having your feelings hurt, having or being treated a certain kind of way or something like that. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, that shit is very underrated, man. Emotional abuse, talking to people a certain kind of way, or letting people or having people talk to you a certain kind of way, or say something repeatedly over to you that hurts your feelings, or you saying something repeatedly over to somebody. I'm telling you.
Up in the morning. Or when somebody, if your wife pulls up in front of the house, you wondering why she's sitting in the car for 10 minutes before she got to come in the house because she's getting herself together. So when you say that, I've watched Puff mentally abuse every woman in his life besides his kids.
It's crazy he say that. I used to do that shit.
And that's because
when I used to go with
he told me, watch her
one chick. I don't say her name and name because I be talking too much shit. Anyway, about these bitches. But I used to do that. Before I used to go upstairs in my house, I sit in the car for a while. Just because I was like, damn, but I don't want to go in here and you know what I mean? You're gonna say something to make me mad. You know what I mean? For real. So I feel them.
Watch her cry. And I never realized that was a part of domestic violence until another person told me. So he said, yo, watch him cry.
Did he get like enjoyment out of it? Was he like, yeah, watch it? Like he was enjoying it?
Yeah, I would say he enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying?
It's all power at the end of the day.
It's all about power.
See, this is what I'm capable of. You didn't believe me? Now look, sit in it.
And then after I give you that,
I'm gonna sit at my throne, and it's like
I'm the king.
I told you about this. I warned you about this. You don't believe me? You're next.
Like the video. Look at you now. Look at you now.
It's like a tactic that's used for the next time because that person knows better than to do it again.
And now you can point to it and say, "Remember what happened?"
Right.
Like you said,
But now this is where the narcissism comes in, because after he does that, then he's going to tell you, yo, call such and such and give them
we're going to the salon.
Yeah, we're going to give you got them gift cards for the Mandarin Hotel, which are like $500 for the whole thing. And guess what? the girl forgives him for that, whether it's an employee, assistant, or whatever. All they think about is I got tomorrow off and I'm going to the Mandarin Oriental to get this done. So you back to day one doing it again. And when you check it like that, you've never actually checked that person. So I'm a take all of that because I didn't know about that type of abuse to go to him and say, yo, why are you talking to her like that, yo? I never said that because number one, this is his house. Number two, he not putting his hands on her, but I never knew how much you could beat a person. That, yo, why your hair look like that? Yo, why you look like that? Yo, man,
For
get the
real,
fuck out
that
of here
shit
and
will
go
break
get
a
your
bit
nails
down,
done.
boy.
Gonna wear that.
You right, bro. He right, bro. He right.
Yeah,
He
and this,
right,
Little
bro. So
shit
you
like
out
that.
there
You
doing
know.
that to
like
your
that.
Oh,
peoples.
but
You out there doing it to your lady or
oh well,
your
no, it's
man, your
nothing. I'm
spouse,
just
or whatever you got,
that's what you
your
want. You
children.
know,
That
and,
shit
and
weigh
now
on
the,
them,
Right.
the
bro.
whole time she's
I'm telling
oh,
you.
but and
I'm gonna
it's
tell you.
it's a
I'm gonna
different
tell
type
you
of
what's a.
control.
I'm
And
gonna
you
tell you
gotta
what's a good
remember,
one for the
he's a
kids.
young.
I'm gonna tell you what's a good one. Always calling your kids soft. You know, for the men, you know, man, you soft jit. Man, you this. Man, you that. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that shit, bro. Let me tell you something, bro. Let a kid be a kid, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you one thing I was good at. I positive reinforce my children. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't lie to them. You know what I mean? And one thing I don't do, I don't lie to them. But when they do something good, I praise them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? When they do something bad, I talk to them. I explain to them. You know what I'm saying? Not talk down to them, but just explain to them, just like on some calm shit. You know what I'm saying? Like explaining it to them. So not so they feel like they're in trouble, just so they'll be open enough to listen to what I'm saying. Right? Now I don't lie to them. Like if they like so they trust what I say. So if you're not good at basketball, I'm not gonna tell you you're good at basketball. I'm just not gonna speak on it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna tell you down. I ain't gonna be like, oh, you suck. I ain't gonna say that. I'm just not gonna speak at all. But if you're good at something, I'm gonna tell you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Because I'm not, my job ain't to tear you down. The world gonna do that enough. But I'm gonna be real with you too. You know what I'm saying? It depends on the age as that they are as to how I build them up. You know what I'm saying? But I build them up. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? And I make them feel good about themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because it's bad when you got a parent that's always moving the goalposts and never is satisfied, or you can never make them happy. You know what I'm saying? Or nothing like that. That's a fucked up place to be. You know what I mean? Like as a kid, you wanna know that your parents love you and that you know what I mean? Like for real, you know, the, the, the support your kids is one of the biggest things, bro. Like that shit go a long way. I'm talking about to go to a basketball game, a football game, a dance recital, a play, something that they're doing. That shit goes a long way. I'm telling you, just to be there. You know what I'm saying? For real. Positive reinforcement. You know what I'm saying? These are mental things too. You know what I'm saying? You could tear these kids down. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. Hey, also donate to the channel, man. Donate to the channel, man. It's right there on the screen, man. $1, $2, it don't matter, man. It does not matter, man. All donations are appreciated. Please hit that like button.
Young females just coming into it, so they already looking up to him like, oh my God, I'm so happy I got this job. I'm this, that, and the other. So you
Oh,
feel
what?
so.
Oh, one more thing too. I ain't judging. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know his son, but I would love to know more about his son's story. You know what I'm saying? I really would because he said his son wasn't a bad kid. I get it. Sometimes, you know, people do things and you be like, oh man, they bad people. That might not be true. You know what I'm saying? I know it's kind of hard to see on the outside looking in, and I don't know enough about his son to make a determination, but I am interested. He said his son was the king, the head of the Bloods in Harlem. You know, I would like to know more about him. And then he went over to Africa and got a murder charge. So, like, this is an interesting story here, player. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to know. I would love to know more.
It's not until the physical situations that a person might say something and a person might be like, yo, what do you think about? But this is not going to be done in front of you. It's only going to be done in front of you if it get to the point where a person probably has to throw something at somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the physical part's not going to be there. He might pick up something and throw it. Yo, get the fuck out my office. Yo, what is he doing? You know, like, I remember Making It a Bang? When he threw a chair at Lorianne Gibson.
Throwing the phone.
Oh, you at the Vu lady? You at the Vu lady slam light back? All right, man.
Back some years later.
Yeah, his boy locked up, Aaron. His boy locked up in Africa.
Like
Shout out this Aaron's way. My boy Max at the Vu lady.
When you created this monster because you just seen him throw a chair at a person. But at that time, right, we ain't look at it like, oh, he has a problem. Yeah, I knew it. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't hit her with the chair. They didn't stop the program. They didn't do nothing. So me, like everybody else, said, okay.
Because you don't really understand it at that time.
At that particular time.
So you're going through a moment where...
Hit that like button, guys. Please hit that like button.
What you just said was very real. I was a young cat living in Orlando with my older cousin.
Orlando, you from the O?
God rest his soul. Him and his woman, while I was living there, I was 18 years old.
Oh, I ain't know that nigga from the O. That's my brother right there. He got to be from the east side.
To me, as being an 18-year-old kid, right, I know for damn sure that when he came home, she was set in her stance. She was swinging.
That's right.
You know, so when they were fighting, my first mentality was, stay out of it. It's got nothing to do with you.
Right.
You're staying in this man's house. He's taking care of you. He's
feed
you and looking out for you. As I'm transitioning, moving over to, like, I'm from Buffalo, New York. I'm trying to make a move to Orlando. Who the fuck am I to sit there and speak to this man in any improper way, knowing that might put me in a bad position where I'm out? I got nowhere to stay.
That's right.
I'm listening to the abuse. You know what I mean? I see her come out crying. I did the same shit. You okay? You know what I mean? Like, I'm damn near like he's a lot older, and this is my cousin. This girl, I don't know this girl from a can of paint. You know what I mean? But I'm sleeping on the couch. I'm seeing her abused. I'm seeing the black eyes and things of that nature.
So you just
I don't know what to do.
Right.
I don't know. But again, the same way you talk about like not knowing about domestic violence, I got exes that could sit there and tell you stories about me and how I was mentally abusive. Right. And how I took advantage. This is true for most men. A lot of men won't say it.
Right.
You know
I told you he's speaking some real shit right here.
In my past with my exes, you know what I mean? I've done all that. We've all done it, right? It depends on if you go past that line.
Exactly.
Yeah, do you feel like
the degree?
Do you feel like your ex-wife, because of the things that you've been through, if she were to speak about you, that she looks at you as no different than him?
No, I don't think she looks at me nowhere near him. Yeah, and just to speak on that, she never like,
okay.
You know how a woman, like she wasn't one of those women that wanted to go on vacation. She went on one vacation with me. I think we went to Bali or someplace like that. You know what I'm saying?
Got it.
You know, him and Cassie and me and my wife, we stayed on the yacht. That was the one time. And she said, only reason I went to that was to be with you. And guess what? One night she said, let's go. You know how the boat is in the middle of the water. So they take the little boat and we go in the town. She wanted to do some shopping to get some stuff. Yeah. So dinner was at 8:00.
Right.
Me and my wife got there at 8:30.
Trouble.
Nobody ate in the house. He was like, yo, Barnes, what you doing? Now, mind you, he's talking to me. So he's talking to me like that. Yo, Barnes, what you doing? Yo, you know dinner was 8:00, man. Everybody got to wait for you to eat. Why my wife turned around and said, are you working or is this vacation? Because if this is vacation, why is everybody waiting for us to eat?
Go eat?
And she went into her room. She changed. Yeah, you know, she changed and came back out. But she had to. She said, yo, I told you. And to this day, she said, I told you he was evil. That's why I ain't want to be. Her and Kim was really close. I didn't even know they was close.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She'd be like, yo, how you think I found out you was messing with this girl? How you think I found out you was messing with that girl? Kim was the one.
Come on, Kim.
You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, yo, Kim told you?
Yeah.
And she'd be like, yeah, Kim the one that pulled me to the side and said you was
A woman's intuition is
Damn, Kim Porter was snitching on him, huh?
Saying too.
Nah, it wasn't like a tight person, but Kim had that
respect.
She had that respect. I know you Bond's wife. Like,
Word.
and I'm going through what I'm going through with this nigga.
Word. I think that's the most important part. We got a woman here that's going through abuse.
Right.
Right now it's documented and proven. Kim Porter went through abuse.
Right.
And so you're talking about a woman that's in pain that doesn't want to see another woman in pain.
Exactly. And looking stupid.
Yeah.
Because Kim is looking stupid while he's running around doing what he's doing.
And she wants that favor paid back.
Right. So now she's looking stupid. Oh, you think because he brought you on a trip? But when you're not here, you know he fucking with her right here, the assistant or the this or the that.
That's why I'm going to say this too. Diddy's sons, the ones that from, excuse me, the ones that's from Kim Porter, I'm baffled. Like I have rarely seen a young boy take a father's side over the mama. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like in a situation where the mama's being abused, like everybody, it's like common like opinion, common knowledge that your mama was abused by your daddy. Like if like Kim Porter was abused by P. Diddy. Like if she's dead now. You feel what I'm saying? So like I got a feeling that when them boys get a little bit older and they got more control over their lives and maybe over their daddy finances, or maybe, you know, Puffy started getting a little older or something like that, I got a feeling some of this shit gonna change, because it got to be payback, nigga. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. Like real shit. Like it got to be payback for my mama, boy. Not know what I'm saying? Real shit. Like, and I done seen you do this shit to other women too. Like, this is you, nigga. Like, you know, this ain't no shit that happened back in the days, and like you don't do that shit no more. Like you really like a Ike Turner motherfucker. Like you just really out here beating bitches, like for real though. Like so, it gonna be payback for my mama. For real. Like, shout out to Luminegro. You right, boy. It's gonna be payback for my mama. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. Donate to the channel, man. It could be $1, $2. It don't matter. The cash app on the screen right there. But it's gonna be payback for my mama. I swear. On everything, nigga. For real.
Telling her everything. And I'm wondering, how you finding out this? And it wasn't until Kim was already gone, right? And we was talking, and she was like, "You so stupid." I said, "What?" He said, "You act like I didn't like Kim. I didn't like Diddy. Kim is the one that was telling me everything that you was fucking doing." And I'm like, wow. And that's why I tell people, a woman will keep a secret. They not like us.
What?
Yeah.
They'll keep a secret. They go to hell with that secret. Like me, I will tell you some type of way. Danza told me. I'm going to figure out some way to tell you.
I gotta tell you. It's been on my heart.
They not going to tell you shit. That's why, like, like if they messing around. If you're not the type of person that...
Hey, real shit. He right. He real shit. Let me tell you something. I just talked to an ex of mine probably a couple months back, maybe like 8-9 months back, right? Do you know, she told me that my baby mama, the one that passed, used to tell her when I was cheating. My hating ass baby mama. She told my baby mama told my girlfriend that I was tipping, that I was cheating. Ain't that about a bitch? Now my baby mama dead now, so I can't even fucking like ride her about it. I can't be like, you hate motherfucker, you snitched me out. Know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah. And one of my ex girls just told me that's like 8-9 months ago. You know what I mean? Shout out to my baby mama, her hating ass. She got me on that one. She took that motherfucker to the grave, boy.
Going through phones and all. You will never know.
Yeah, there's so many dudes out there that have no idea
that
their woman is fucking around, and it's only because he doesn't want to go through her phone.
Right.
But he knows. You know what I mean? And so a lot of times, what do we do? We get our lick back without, you know what I mean? Because we get our lick back just at the thought, like we know what's happening.
But another thing is, we change.
Toxicity.
We change. See, we tell on ourselves. They not telling themselves.
I told on myself too much.
You know
what I mean? Like,
you come home at 5 o'clock every day. All of a sudden now you come home at 10.
Yeah, that's how we tell on ourselves though. The
Where you
routine.
at? You ain't
When
the
that
same person
routine
in front of a
change,
lot of people.
oh, they
all
know.
Of a sudden you watching the game at the park.
So good.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you
know,
got me.
you a horny ass nigga. Every time you come in at night, you want to blow my back out, but tonight you want to take a shower.
We put ourselves in shitty positions.
Come on, man.
Right.
Like, you know, and that's what I was seeing that a lot. You know, I seen that with one of his assistants. And one thing about a woman is loving and nurturing, right? So what I seen in his assistants was, I work for Diddy. I'm with him 15 hours a day. This is my man.
Yeah.
Not the man that because he's fucking him or nothing, but it's my job to take care of him.
I'm gonna ride out for it.
Exactly. So a lot of things, if he start messing with different women, you start seeing them acting different. Because one thing about a woman who messes with Diddy, she feels privileged. You know, she feels privileged. She feel like the assistants are her assistants. She feel like the security is her security.
Yeah.
You know, like you supposed to open the door for me because you see I'm in the car with him.
It's like,
you know what I'm saying?
Do me a favor, go get us some drinks. And she's like, yeah, get us some drinks.
Exactly.
And now you look like, hold on, bitch.
And that's part of his, that's part of his play
like
right there.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, boy, yo, my security gonna take you downstairs.
Yeah.
So they start doing this. I think one time, little knuckles, especially the knucklehead Karens, yo, knucklehead Karens get on my nerve. Man.
It's a real thing.
He thinking, yo, why you don't like my shorty? Yo, she knuckleheaded, man. Like, she handed me her bag when she open the door for her. I'm not here to take her bag. I'm going to make sure you cool.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? But it was a couple of instances. You know, and Capricorn had a big instance because Capricorn got caught in the middle of the Cassie and Kid Cudi situation. Capricorn was his assistant.
Okay.
And I think Capricorn, matter of fact, I was there. Capricorn settled out of court with him and she left because she was physically abused.
Yeah, I was going to say, wasn't it like a...
Hey, what if Barnes the nigga that put the bomb on Kid Cudi caught my nigga? Nigga, what if, nigga, y'all know you can't get shit past Marita. Nigga, what if, nigga, it was either Barnes or Uncle Paulie, nigga. One of you niggas put the bomb on Kid Cudi car, nigga. I'm telling you right now, it was Barnes or Uncle Paulie. What if Barnes put the bomb on Kid Cudi car, my nigga? I'm telling you, nigga, that this ain't no job that Diddy would trust to like know anybody. It got to be like one of the close niggas, like Barnes or motherfucking Uncle Paulie, nigga. Nigga, y'all blew up motherfucking Kid Cudi car, nigga. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you, I done figured this shit out. Yeah, I know. Yeah. One thing about Marita, boy, y'all, nigga, I watched long enough, goddamn it. I put it together. You put that goddamn bomb on Kid Cudi car, nigga. You or Uncle Paulie, one of you motherfuckers.
Yeah, and then I think Suge Knight even talk about
Aaron say Uncle Paulie. Say Uncle Paulie did it.
It was Capricorn. And Capricorn was Suge Knight's, one of Suge Knight baby mother's best friends. So she knew all the info and all that. I really think that was one of the reasons why.
That's too close for comfort.
Yeah, but she's. I'm not gonna lie to you. She was a thorough. She gonna go hard for you. Like me and her used to have contests because at this time Puff was everywhere. So we used to have to jump out, and she was one of them assistants that are throwing some sneakers with a dress, she gonna jump out and she doing whatever, but she's down. You know what I'm saying? And she knew about the situation. She was basically the only person that knew about the situation because she was supposed to be with Cassie wherever she went. So every time she went to that studio, she was with Cassie. So of course she knew about it. And he was furious because she didn't tell him. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, she took her money after her alleged physical abuse. She took her money and she went in the winds. I see her now saying things like, I was following her on the Black Twitter the other day, and she said something like, oh yeah, the devil is about to get exposed and stuff like that. So she be throwing her subliminal stuff. And from what I'm hearing,
abuse probably, right? Being with Cassie all the time.
Oh, she's witnessed abuse and she's been abused. Yeah.
So there's two people that I wonder about that I haven't heard.
So we know Capricorn gonna be in the goddamn
Farnsworth
Grand
Bentley.
jury getting her
I
statement.
don't know how the error, how the times work. Farnsworth Bentley, being that he's a public figure, I haven't heard or seen anybody ask.
Hey, y'all, hit that like button. Please hit that like button. Hit that like button. Donate to the channel, man. It's right there on the screen. Cash out. $1, $2. It don't matter, man. It don't matter, man. It's Friday, man. It's Friday, man.
Slightly after that, she comes out with a movie. It's a very specific movie. It's called Enough. Anybody remember what that movie was about?
Yeah, when she's the domestic violence, she got
the movie.
Yeah, I remember that movie. J-Lo had enough.
Is with, I think she's successful. The husband's successful, and they're living together. They have a daughter, and she's a victim of domestic violence. This is after their relationship. So I haven't seen anybody point that out or call that out.
Yeah, but we know that man ain't put his hands on J-Lo. There's no stories about J-Lo being abused.
But nobody.
And one thing, let me tell you one thing.
Funny how after.
Let me tell you how we know J-Lo wasn't abused. Because J-Lo the same bitch that tried to Me Too rock Wesley Snipes over the movie goddamn Money Train. She nigga Wesley Snipes told that bitch, I ain't gonna assault you, ho. I fucked you, bitch. Like, stop playing. Get your pussy ass on. And you ain't hear J-Lo say no more about it. Y'all don't remember that? Y'all remember J-Lo tried to Me Too goddamn Wesley Snipes? Nigga, Wesley Snipes said, man, I ain't studying that shit. You forgot your name used to be on The Living Color. Hey ho. Remember goddamn Jamie Foxx said everybody's called that, y'all call her J-Lo. He's like on in Living Color. When she was one of the background dancers, her name was to be Hey Ho. So, hell no, he ain't motherfucker. Hey, look, that's how I know Puffy ain't abused J-Lo, because she definitely would have motherfucking served his ass up. I'm telling you now.
Dated you, she came out with a movie about domestic violence. So those are two people that I'm very curious to hear what their experiences were like. But because of their notoriety, they also have the privilege of not having to speak on these things too.
That's a great outlook. Like,
the only reason why I ever joined the game.
Like, my boy, I'm sitting there like, whoa.
I paid the Farnsworth Bentley because a lot of people been talking about that. And that was before my time, so I don't really speak on that.
That's why I'm not asking you, or, you know.
But I never thought about the J-Lo situation, and I think it might be because of how successful she is.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
By her request and respect for her, she's a legend. So people are probably like, let's not do that unless we have to. There's enough.
Right.
There's plenty of other shit that we got to explore and explore.
Yeah, Jenny from the block, man.
Being brought up in the middle of this shit where they saying that, yeah, she the one that carried the gun in and this, that, and so, she might
Jenny
just
from
want
the
to
block.
I will say this, she is subpoenaed to speak for the grand jury, though. J-Lo just canceled her whole tour. The rest of her tour, she just canceled the whole tour. They say because of low ticket sales, but she still will be testifying for the grand jury.
When I came, my man Wolf was there. Then he actually got locked up because I remember him telling me, because I was still on. I came home in 2000, and he said, if I have to go down, I'm gonna go down. He said, because we can't let him go down for it, because then everything falls down. So if he didn't actually win the trial with Puff, he was prepared to take it and lay down anyway. You know, that if you know Wolf, that's the type of dude he was.
Rare breed.
I'm gonna go lay it down, do what I got to do. He sent word back, yo, just make sure he take care of my family. You know what I'm saying? And I heard that directly from Puff Man. Told me that he just said make sure he take care of the family. But he ended up beating the trial and didn't have to go.
Shine is the one that did time for that, correct?
Shine is the one that did time. He did time for that. So I don't really speak on that part of it. I know when I came home and Wolf seen that I was with Puff, I was in Atlanta one day and he said, yo, be careful. And I said, yo, be careful about what? He said, homie ain't one of us. And it kind of threw me because through the whole time of me being incarcerated, all I seen was him and Puff on TV together. So I was like, damn, what? But he said, yo, be careful, man. So I didn't know at that particular time what had happened between them, why he was in Atlanta then.
She was trying to tell you without telling you, and it's the same thing like we said before. Imagine he comes to you and gives you some good game, and he's really looking out, and then you come out like, "Hey, Wolf is saying that I need to be concerned about my pay or whatever."
So he had to pay it without
so now he's jeopardized. So he's
Yeah.
like, "Look, bro, all I'm saying is just look out, bro. He's not one of us, and I'm gonna leave you with that. Take with what you will."
Exactly.
But yeah,
Exactly.
to your Bentley, to your Bentley point, according to Gene Deal, he was stealing watches, and Puffer got rid of him.
For that?
Yeah, you called him stealing.
I mean, he might have took one, or it was a gift or
stealing
some
is a
shit,
serious allegation.
But the way that shit goes down, it could have been a gift, and all of a sudden it wasn't anymore.
I'm gonna tell you what I
Like,
witnessed. What I witnessed there was a lot of thievery, and a lot of thievery because that man gets so many gifts.
Yeah.
So many
Can't keep
gifts
track.
that
So people
he
like,
don't
you
even
don't
know
know?
he got them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or he might know he got it and don't ask for it for 6 months. Then the day he tell you, "Yo, can you go get that watch out the safe for me?" Which watch? Yo, the watch with the such.
You get out of the way.
Or he bump into people like, "Yo, did you get that package I sent to the office?" And then he might be like, "Yo, what package?" Hey, yo, Barnes, go to the mailroom and find out. You know, he done caught
Check the
people in the
tracking on
mailroom
the-
stealing. You know what I'm saying? So you know, that type of stuff. And that's what I tell people. It's hard for him to trust a person.
I was just gonna say,
because
I don't want to advocate for any type of domestic abuse, any type of manipulation, mental, physical. I don't want to advocate for anything that's negative in that form. But there is a cost for being the boss. There is a price to be at the top of the fucking mountain. People are gonna steal from you. People are gonna lie to you. Dishonesty. People are gonna.
Hey, I want to say this. He's absolutely right. It is a cost to being the boss. It is a cost to being the top of the pyramid, the food chain. A lot. I can only look tell you about the experiences that I have had or I have seen. Um, when you the top of the food chain, when you the boss, especially of a legal, or I ain't gonna say illegal, I'm gonna just say when you know a motherfucker might be trying to do something to you, or a motherfucker might be trying to rob you, or you know what I mean, whatever. You paranoid than a motherfucker, man. Real shit. And you know me, I was always in the streets, so my shit was different because it was, the police, motherfucker might try to set you up, trying to, bring an undercover to you, trying to get you to serve a police officer. Motherfucker might be trying to rob you. Then when you deal with women, you wondering, was she gonna set you up? Is she gonna try to rob you? Um, is she only here for the money? You know what I mean? Like, cause a lot of times when you got money, you're dealing with really beautiful bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like you're dealing with women who got the bodies, like the badass bodies and shit. And you know what I mean? You done been broke. You know what I mean? So you remember you didn't have these bitches when you was broke. You know what I mean? Some niggas do, but I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have these type of bitches around me when I was broke. But as soon as I got a couple dollars, here they come. You feel what I'm saying? So automatically you're like, oh, this bitch only here for my money. You know what I'm saying? So you just use it for what it is. You know what it is. But at the same time, I'm saying like it's a very paranoid place to be. It's a very you don't trust people. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said the other day that if I'm gonna get married, I promise you, baby, you better find me before I get wealthy. You know what I mean? Because after I get wealthy, I'm not getting married because I'm not gonna know whether you're there for me, and I'm not even gonna waste my time going through that. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So yeah, I definitely understand what he's saying.
Yes, when it should have been a no. Like there's certain shit like
Hit that
after
like
being
button,
on
guys.
top
Hit
and
that like
being
button.
that
And
guy
also donate to the
so
channel,
fucking
man.
long,
It's Friday,
20+
man.
years,
It's Friday.
30+ years.
It's Friday. You get
Right?
blessed to
Talking
bless
about
other people,
fuck,
man. The Cash App on the
not
screen,
Diddy,
man.
not
$1,
Love, not
$2, $3,
talking about
$4,
Puff
$5.
Daddy, that
I
guy. The
appreciate it.
reason
Your boy
why I
been
learned
going
what the
hard on
word
YouTube for you.
entrepreneur is. Okay? A lot comes with that. It's a burden to carry. What do they say? The crown is heavy. How does the
Heavy is the head that
Heavy is
wears
the
the
head.
crown.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Yeah.
I'm not justifying the behavior, but that shit turns you into a fucking demon, an inhumane person. When you're stolen from, when your shit gets vandalized and you get blackmailed and you're People are trying to lynch you and take anything and everything. If it's a text message, if it's a picture, if it's you in the shower, if it's you at the pool, if it's you gotta watch your shit from all angles. After a while,
get help. Then get help.
But that don't solve the problem. You know, you could talk to whoever you want and tell them how you feel. And again, I'm not trying to protect this man.
Sometimes you just gotta whoop a bitch ass. That's how it is.
But like, it's hard being at the top of the fucking mountain, and you're gonna start to have a distrust for people, not just persons. People, not one person.
That's when you don't have your people around you that was there. And a lot of people get rid of the people that was there because they don't want the people that was there because they know who they really are, not who they portraying to be.
Yeah, he got a point with that too. Yeah,
I know you. I know who you portray, but I know you.
I got dudes that might be around me that might see this drink right here. Who drink is this? That's Bond's drink? I mean, fuck that. But now, I got people around me that's scared to death to touch that drink.
Right.
Which one do I want around me?
Right.
Put that motherfucker around me that's scared to death to touch that drink.
Exactly.
You're not that type of person.
That's a great example.
You know what I'm saying? And that's everybody that keep
hit that like button, y'all. Please hit that like button.
So you're saying you would want the person around you that would say, "Hey,
they give me a drink because I'm still me.
Yeah.
I'm still me. I want you to treat me still like me. Damn, I knew I shouldn't have left my motherfucking drink there because my man is in here.
Yeah,
and I know he trust you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, that's just like if I'm eating my food and yo, who ate my motherfucking plate? If it's 5 of us in here, but I really just fuck with you tight. I ain't even got, nigga, I know who ate the plate. You ate the plate because you the only one with enough heart to eat the plate because we go that far back.
Yeah.
We that cool. But if I'm portraying to be this person, then I can't let you do that in front of them.
He right. That's exactly what it is. I got to get rid of you because you're gonna challenge my authority, and that's gonna infringe on my authority to the other people because they're gonna see me letting you slide or you doing this to me. He right. You right. You gotta go.
Tata.
What's up, T?
And
on one hand.
And I forgot my man that they got the gold couch in the office. I forgot his name.
Is it Biggs? Is the other person that he had?
No, not Biggs. Not Biggs. Or the he was damn, this is my man too, man. He's a worker for Rock Nation, but it's just like those 4 and then Guru. I looked at those 5. You know what I'm saying? And I say, this is who's around. And I look at the young. She's not young no more, but she been with him from day one. The little short girl that run Rock Nation.
Yeah.
And then I look at Jay Brown. Okay, no matter what company this man go to, he's not gonna let them people tell him these 6 people can't do such and such or don't listen to the Puff is the type of person that when we get around certain people, he's not gonna say, yo, that's my man.
Oh, I'm good, T. I'm good.
Yo, make sure, you
I'm
just
good.
like he told me. He said, yo, I don't know.
I'm still a little tired from last night, but I'm good. That's why I'm gonna break this thing down into 2 parts because this interview is 4 hours long.
I need him to make $85,000. Period. Point blank. Find the money.
Yeah.
Click. He's not that person
That's
to do
something that stood out to me when you mentioned you're leaving to go to Ciroc. They're paying.
Let you shoot your shot.
100% had the
I hear you.
to say, here goes what.
I hear you.
Because guess what? I'm only taking $88,000
Let you shoot your
out of your
shot.
$15 million budget that you got. That's
Is it 88 or 77 or 60?
No. I'm just saying no. I say if he make the phone call and say, yo, I need him to make 88,000 or I need him to make 100,000. Okay. Where I've been to Jay office and I've seen Tata office and I've seen Jay Brown office and I've seen Ron. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, these are my guys. No matter who I'm underneath the umbrella or no matter who I have a meeting with, they taken care of.
Now, with people that say this about Jay, oh, well, Jay's next. And then you say how he kind of maintains his empire this way. You feel like that's a possibility for Jay to be next to be taken down?
If he was...
Oh, that's a good question now.
If you was to ask me, I would say no. I would say no. I would say when I look and see J1 aligns himself with loyalty around him. Come on, we just seen Rolling Stone just come out and You got 50 plus ex-employees and everybody else talking about Diddy and everything he did from college. So that shows you that, yo, who did he have around him?
We call that a career criminal.
You know what I'm saying? The same way they talk about he had young girls in a party, right? He had young girls coming to the party. Listen, when we was there, Diddy is too high at a club, at a party. His thing is, yo, we all just going back to the house. Let's go, yo. Yo, Barnes, we going back to the house. Yo, get the cars together.
Figure it out. We out.
So guess what? Now I'm going to take the control. My man D-Rock, my man Rue, we going to take the control of the party. Okay, you go in. We know who his immediate people is. We know who his party goer is. All the other people that came from the club, we on that front gate. One of us is on top of him to make sure don't no dumb shit happen. That's just our job. One of us is at the door, and one of us is at the gate. If you ever been to Star Island, one of us is going to be at that front gate.
Bridge.
Okay, yo, you going in? You going in? We looking anything too young. Yo, you not going in there. But I'm going to tell you what the difference is. The difference is when I was there, his kids wasn't old enough to party yet.
That's what makes it difficult.
That's what makes it. It's the rebirth. Where I get 45, I'm like, yo, don't wake me up, my nigga, 3, 4 in the morning, talk about you want to party. But if I had a son, which I did, that was incarcerated, but when my son hit 21 and 2, he's bringing all new fresh meat around. He could get in the club now. That's my rebirth. Just like LeBron want to play ball with his son.
Yeah.
People got dreams of partying with their son, with their daughter.
That's a different take right there.
And that's what I'm saying. So now.
So you think that these young girls were at the party with their children? With his children?
I think that's the reason that they were there. You see what I'm saying?
But that's absolutely reasonable and absolutely a possibility.
I ain't gonna lie, I like that. I hang with my kids or whatever. You know what I mean? It's cool. It's a cool feeling. You know, because I got 2 grown kids or almost grown kids or whatever. But they asked me to go to the club with them the last time I was hanging out with them or whatever. And I was like, nah, y'all go ahead. They're like, come on, Dad, come on. My stepdaughter, my daughter, and my son, and all their friends. They was like, man, come on, come to the club with us. Come on, come on. And I turned them down. I was like, nah, y'all go do y'all shit, man. Look, man, I eventually probably will hit the club with them one day. But man, I'm gonna let them. I ain't finna cramp them kids style, man. I mean, I've been there, done that. Y'all do y'all shit, man. You know what I'm saying? For real.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Especially if you're a dick.
Especially if you did, because first of all, they're gonna try to get next to you. They're gonna want to stand here, this, that, and the other. Now,
and his kids want to throw a party.
No,
Pops throws a party, I'm gonna throw a fucking party.
We
too.
in Miami.
And
I got a lot to
I live on Star Island, bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's how their MO is. We're men. In this room, there's men.
Right.
You got that kind of stature, that's your pops.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like when you want to throw a party, Dad, it's my birthday.
That's right.
I want to throw a big party.
And
I'm
the
at
person you
school,
are,
I'm
you
telling
gonna be
everybody-
there.
Yeah, I'm at school, I'm telling everybody, yo, if I got a crush on a girl, I'm smashing because I could get her to that party.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
And you
who my
got,
pops
but
is?
you
Yeah.
got to remember now, we talking 21 now.
Yeah.
So they not even school no more. Justin's in college, but we not. So now when we go to Madison, when we go to wherever we live, whatever, these girls is coming back with me now. I'm such and such. So now, are they pretty? Are they wearing tight dresses? Are they doing? Yeah, they 21, they 22, but
They
you're
could be full of
45. You're 47, you're 48. Even though it's legal, you stuck between. Is it right?
Yeah.
For
You know what I'm
real.
saying? And I think that,
For real, I agree, bro. I agree. I'm telling you, nigga, my stepdaughter's she like 28, 29, somewhere up in there. But I'm saying like a couple years ago, you know what I mean, she was younger, she was like 25, and she used to be like with a lot of little young girls that I mean they legal, but I ain't the creep. I mean, I listen, I do my thing, you know, solo. You know what I mean? I ain't the creepy old dude that just gonna be preying on my daughter's friends and shit like that. Hell, fuck nah, nigga. Hell no. Shit no. You know what I mean? Like that. I ain't the creepy old dude, man. Nah, hell no.
that's where a lot of those things. And guess what happens with that? Somebody 21.
And that don't mean that none of the little girls don't look good now. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't no punk now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm saying they 25. You know what I mean? Like my daughter finna be 22 in September. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying my stepdaughter, she like 28. So she got like grown friends. Like they got children, 2, 3 kids, all type of shit. You know, they nice looking little girls, but nah, I'm good. You know what I mean? They're my daughter's friends. Like I ain't finna be the creepy old nigga. Hell no.
He has a friend that's 20.
Yeah.
Yep.
Always has a friend that's 19. Would you mind if
Oh.
they get it? Yo, Kristen, yo, Justin, do you mind if I bring her? Yeah, you could bring her. Come on. Now guess what happens? You get rid of the people that care about you enough that we already automatically know how to execute and move. We talking to each other through headphones. Yo, shorty don't look too right. Whereas when you get the regular security, they just looking after your safety. They not all over the place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to figure out, yo, you gotta get rid of her. She looked like she had too many drinks. Why she sitting there like that? Yo, nah, get her out. We used to, yo, you gotta come on. Yo, what did I do? Yo, you too drunk to be in here. You too drunk. If you fall, say somebody did something. This is what we was physically doing. You out. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's how he get caught up with all the young stuff, because now that's a second rebirth. That's a rebirth.
Yeah.
You 45, you 50, but your kids got all this fresh meat around here.
There's somebody else now that seems to be like a mystery woman and a mystery man, a mystery sex worker. Do you have any idea who these people are?
Now, I don't have no idea who the sex workers are. When they say sex workers, you know, that's always been, I didn't know nothing. All this stuff that's going on inside there, like I said, and I said it before, I've seen guys. You know, I've seen guys get off the elevator. I've seen guys walk to a hotel room. But guess what? I got the day off. I'm in the hotel.
Hell no, he
the
say
elevator,
seen
or I'm
dudes go
walking
to
out the
puppy in the
door.
room.
I'm not
That's
thinking
crazy.
as far as everything she said in her lawsuit, like, yo, he would jerk off and yo, he would want to go suck that big black dick and all. I'm not thinking that far. I'm thinking like, yo, I've been with this nigga all week. I got the weekend off. Yo, they some freaks. I don't know what the fuck they doing back there.
Yeah.
All I know, he could be good. I don't care. Like, I
Man,
got
you a
the day off.
motherfucking lie.
I'm going to wherever I got to go
You
in
tell
the
the
night,
motherfucking
and
lie.
that's that.
Hey,
So
look,
what?
let me tell you something. You tell the motherfucking lie. Let me tell you one thing about us black people. We knows to the motherfucker. And you best believe Marita knows it. I don't give a motherfucker. If I was doing that kind of work, I might don't say nothing, but because of my job. But nigga, I know. Nigga, I know what you did last summer, nigga. Straight up, nigga. I'ma be in my mind, this nigga fruity, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I might, you know what I mean? Like, bro, I ain't gonna say nothing because I ain't gonna try to lose my job. You know, I'm just saying. But you kiss my ass if I ain't watching you to see if you fruity. You're a motherfucking lie. I done put 2 and 2 together. You see how I just put together who put that bomb on the kid, cut his car? That nigga right there. Or Uncle Paulie did that shit. So you best believe, nigga, I done figured out whether what y'all doing back there with the men's. You crazy motherfucker.
I heard all these things. I was like, okay, they definitely possible.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I would get a call. You know, yo, you at the club already? Yo, do me a favor. I got this dude coming over there. Yo, can you make sure he get in? He ain't gonna be in the section though. Can you make sure he get in? And in my mind, I'm saying, oh, he ain't know I seen that dude go in the room earlier because
Oh
he was at the
man.
guy. But this the same nigga I seen earlier.
So now in hindsight,
So now I'm looking back and I'm saying, oh damn, that shit could make sense.
So how
Till I-
often did that type of
Hold
shit
on, man. Hold on. We gotta back that up. Rewind. So what he's saying is Puff would be like, it'll be a dude that come to the room with Puff. You know what I mean? I don't know if he the nigga that be bagging Cassie or Puffy be I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But I know there's some kind of sexual shit going on. So he say after that, later on, Puff will be like, hey man, some dude, you know what I mean? He coming, da 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 this, make sure he get in the club. He ain't gonna be in the section, but make sure he get in. Bond say he'll go make sure the nigga get in. Little do he know that nigga, that's the same nigga that was at the hotel room earlier, nigga. Hell no. That's crazy. Damn, that's crazy. Hell no.
you ain't gotta protect him no more.
No, it ain't about protecting. I mean, this happened like Like I said, I didn't see nothing, but like seeing different people. Yeah, I've seen that. You know, I was
So if I were
there
to
10
ask you
years.
right now, dead ass,
Yeah.
right? Now, like, we gotta go back to that New York shit, right?
Okay.
Dead ass. You think, looking in hindsight,
Is he gay?
yeah,
God damn.
I think he's bi.
bi is gay.
If
Bi
that's
is
what you
gay.
call it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say bi.
I'll ask you this though.
What?
If you think a man jerks off to another man, is that gay?
Of course that's gay.
So he can't be bi.
Thank you.
So like,
Okay, but listen.
Well, he clearly likes women.
Only women
So what
can
does
be
that make
bisexual.
him if he's fucking a woman though?
I mean,
gay.
that's cool, but he's still jerking off to another, watching another man.
So isn't that what they call bi nowadays?
Only women can
No,
be
but
bi.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he got a
I'm
point,
just
man.
asking
I'm with
you
him,
your
man. Only
personal
women can be
opinion.
bi,
How
man.
you look at another man
I'm
that's
with him.
sitting
Only
there
women
just
can
like,
be
oh,
bi,
yeah,
man.
fuck it,
Man,
it's
you
great.
fucking gay,
You know
my
what I mean?
nigga.
Like, come on now.
For real.
Especially,
I'm with
let's
Buddy
put it
on this
this
one
way,
here.
as men, our most prized possession is our woman.
Right.
You letting somebody else fuck her?
But guess what? Now, and I'm gonna be 100%
Yeah.
real with this, right?
Yeah.
Some niggas is freaks.
For sure.
Some niggas is just freaks.
Yeah.
I can take, but guess what?
But he's a gay freak.
As long as it's not my man fucking my woman that I gotta look at every day and see him, a nigga might get in the mood with, nigga, I want to freak off tonight. I'm gonna let a nigga, I like the way she look when she getting fucked. That's gonna turn me on to fuck. But I'm not gonna sit there and jerk off and do all.
What that nigga say? Hold on, we gotta back this up.
No, I can.
That nigga was in the freak off too. Let's back this shit up. That nigga said some shit then.
To wherever I got to go in LA, and that's that. So when I heard all these things, I was like, okay, they definitely possible.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I would get a call. You know, yo, were you at the club already? Yo, do me a favor. I got this dude coming over there. Yo, can you make sure he get in? He ain't gonna be in the section though. Can you make sure he get in?
Man, that nigga said some freak shit. That nigga said he kind of said he was. I'm telling you, that nigga was in them freak offs, boy.
But this the same nigga I seen earlier. So now I'm.
Oh yeah, fucked up and gave Marita some shit to run with now. Oh man, I'll make a whole nother video. Roger Barnes was in the freak off. Oh, I got him. What time stamp this is?
I mean, this happened like I said, I didn't
Like
see nothing, but like
145,
seeing different
146.
people. Yeah, I've seen that. You know, I was
So if I were
there
to
10
ask
years.
you right now, dead ass.
Yeah.
Right. Now, like, we gotta go back to that New York shit, right?
Okay.
Dead ass. You think, looking in hindsight,
Is he gay?
yeah,
I think he's bi.
bi is gay.
If that's what you call it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say bi.
I'll ask you this though.
What?
If you think a man jerks off to another man, is that gay?
Of course that's gay.
So he can't be bi.
Thank you.
So like,
okay, but listen.
Well, he clearly likes women.
Only
So
women
what
can
does
be
that make
bisexual.
him if he's fucking a woman though?
I mean,
gay.
that's cool, but he's still jerking off to another, watching another man.
So isn't that what they call bi nowadays?
Only women can
No,
be
but
bi.
that's what I'm saying. I was just asking
Oh,
you your personal opinion. How you look at another man that's sitting there just like, oh yeah, fuck it, this is great. You know what I mean? Like come on now. Especially, let's put it this way: as men, our most prized possession is our woman.
Right.
You letting somebody else fuck her?
But guess what? Now, and I'm gonna be 100% real with this, right?
Yeah.
Some niggas is freaks.
For sure.
Some niggas is just freaks.
There you go.
I can take, but guess what?
But he's a gay freak.
As long as it's not my man fucking my woman that I gotta look at every day and see him, a nigga might get in the mood with, nigga, I want to freak off tonight. I'm gonna let a nigga, I like the way she look when she getting fucked. That's gonna turn me on to fuck. But I'm not gonna sit there and jerk off and do all, be a part of all this.
We got him. We got him. We got him. We got him. Shout out to the Dance Project. They got that nigga drinking that goddamn vodka up there and talking, and he just slipped up. You know you just done fucked up, don't you? You know you just done fucked up, don't you? You know you done fucked up, don't you, Mr. Roger Barnes? You done fucked up. You know Marita boy got you. Ooh, Marita got you. Aha, aha. You know one thing about Marita, I'll be waiting for is one little motherfucking slip of the tongue, bitch. One little slip of the tongue. He is talking as though it is him. Because when he said, nah, I'm not finna be jacking off or nothing like that, he said, niggas is freaks. Niggas is freaks. He say, as long as it ain't my man's that I gotta look at every day, I might get in the mood to be like, yeah, I like this. I like the way she fuck this nigga fuck. Oh man, I'm telling you, he talking about himself, y'all. He's talking about himself. That nigga, yeah, 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 Bonds. Diddy got you. I ain't saying you did no homosexual shit. I ain't saying that. But yeah, you probably bagged Cassie once or twice, bro. Real shit. I'm telling you. Yeah, boy. Uh huh. Uh huh.
Think of, man, is this is a
Oh,
powerful
the accent,
motherfucker, man.
the ease in the
You done
accent.
did everything in the world that you could possibly do. You done fucked the top of the line of everything. You know what I'm saying? What else is there to do? And that's when I look at people like him, and it's a few other people out there in Hollywood that we know
The
accusations
higher
about.
ups, the execs,
Yeah, and I
the
say,
millionaires,
what
the
made them
billionaires.
be like this?
Yeah.
And I say it was because they ran out of things to do.
That's what the consensus
yeah.
seems to be.
Michael
Hit
Porter
that
Jr.
like button, y'all. Hit that like button.
NBA
Please hit the like button. Please hit the
superstar.
like button. Please hit the like button.
I don't know if we consider him a superstar yet. It's Denver Nuggets NBA world champion.
Mm-hmm.
He had an interview recently where they asked him about this, the stuff that goes on. And he says, "Man, it's all there's." He said, "You got to understand that us NBA superstar, we could get whatever we want,
City to city.
Eventually, they get bored and they're looking for all sorts of other stuff. So when you hear about these women shitting on the men,
Oh no,
literally, actually not shitting on
I,
them, but
I don't
shitting on them,
understand.
you know what I
No,
mean?
no, you're a doo-doo
When
chaser.
you hear about
No,
these
no,
men with
no,
the
no, no, no,
trainers, all the
no,
stuff
no.
that you're hearing go
Nigga,
on,
I'm
what
gonna be
he's
honest
saying
with you.
is like,
Before I
they
have
got
any
bored.
kind of sexual
They
relationship,
got bored. They're
me
doing all
and
this
her
stuff.
is
They
finna
got
bathe.
bored and
That's
they're
finna
trying to
happen. We
stay
might bathe together,
fascinated.
but I don't give
And
a
I
fuck.
think
But we
that's what
finna
you
bathe
hear
though.
about.
Nigga, we don't need
We
no
saw this
doo-doo
yesterday. We were
smells or
listening to Charles Smith,
nothing smells
him
coming
talking
and
about his
fucking up the
comedy.
vibe.
That's kind of what
You know what I'm
happens
talking
when
about?
you think about. I saw this recently on Twitter. Maybe I should start calling it X, right? Because that's what it is now. A gentleman was talking about the effects of pornography, right? Like after you see so much, it's hard to even get stimulated, right? So like if that's what you're addicted to, you're not satisfied with one woman and doing your normal fuck.
Well,
you know what I mean?
They were saying as simple as if you have a semi-addiction to porn, it changes the way real sex stimulates you.
Yeah.
Real sex isn't so exciting.
I can tell you firsthand. I know that because I'm stimulated by porn.
Right.
And when you get in the room, you expect her to do that same shit.
Yeah.
But guess what?
It ain't.
They expect you to have a long Johnny and all this crazy shit. So it goes both ways. And you don't want her to feel that way. So you don't want to, and we do it as
goes
men.
both ways, like Diddy.
As men, we do it by mistake. You know what I'm saying? Oh, those both ways. Yeah.
I got to throw some punches. You feel me?
I think porn affects women worse than men.
For sure.
I don't know.
No, because y'all know, right? How many women, especially now, the shit they be asking for? They want to get slapped, choked, spit on.
I ain't never had them do all of that, big dog. I done did a little soft choking, but I ain't never had a girl say, slap me, baby, or spit on me. Nah, I ain't never had that.
Everybody's admitting, I love going to shower. Like,
nah, I ain't never had that either. I ain't never had that. I ain't never had no girl say pee on me. And I ain't peeing on you no way. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's gonna throw me off. Like, nah, I'm not peeing on you, baby. Like, real shit.
Girls got up there and
I'm
started
good.
talking about this shit now, about how they want their man to pee on them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know,
That shit don't do nothing for
baby.
Yeah.
No, but guess what? It would do something for you when it's a power thing. And it's just a shorty
That
that's
shit,
so
nah, that
bad
shit throw
that
me off.
so
Don't
many
get it twisted. I'm
dudes
freak
want her.
nasty,
You
but I
gotta
ain't
make
that
her
goddamn
sit
freak
there
nasty.
pee
I
on
ain't
her.
peeing on a bitch.
You know what I
No,
mean?
man.
And
Nah,
she
nah,
love it. And
man.
she's sexy.
Nah,
And I'm getting
man.
ready to lay down and fuck her too right after that.
Right.
We ain't, don't get in the shower. No, you better not get in that shower. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of, the power is like.
Yeah, because porn is kind of like, it's desensitizing, right? Like it's, you're watching that and now the normal interaction is kind of gone. It's like, all right, let me pee on this bitch. You know,
Because
Nah,
guess
I ain't
what?
paying on
that's
no
some
bitch,
wild
dog.
shit.
I'm
This
sorry.
no,
That ain't my
no, we
thing.
ain't
I
going for 2
understand that's some
hours.
people
We're
thing.
gonna go for about
That ain't
15
my
minutes,
thing.
20 minutes, and then we gotta figure some different shit to do.
Unless you're with Cameron, and Cameron gets you the horsepower, right?
Yeah, shout out to Cameron.
Yeah. Cameron, talk to me. Talk about that pay.
Nah, but to get back to the serious matter is, I think all of that we discussed, right, has to do with power, has to do with manipulation, has to do with narcissism, has to do with everything. Because if you ain't willing to come out and talk about it, and with that, we're gonna get on the apology. And with that apology,
For real, Denise.
that
Denise say,
apology
nah, man, you not
triggered
spitting on
so
me. I'm
many
telling you, I ain't never
different
had no
people.
shit like that.
You know what I'm saying? Going
It's
back
like,
to
just
the
spit on
DV,
me,
because these
baby.
people
No,
was able to
I ain't never
sit
had no
through it.
shit like that.
And so many different
I
people
seen
had
Kevin
asked
Gates
me
spit in
about
the
the
bitch mouth
situation.
on
I don't even know
stage,
how
but
people found out
that
about
shit
that
was nasty as
situation,
fuck.
but they had found
But I
out
ain't gonna
about
lie
the
though, if that pussy go to
situation where
getting
the
good, I
chef
might
put
slob on your
Jordan
back
in.
by hitting you from the back.
I call her
Like I mean,
Jordan,
you know,
Jordan.
but the
She told me
uncontrollable slob though, you
she
know,
was
like you
Diddy
ever see one of
personal
them
chef
dogs
from
and
about
there be another dog from the back.
2007, and I
Yeah,
say
it's
in
just
2010.
yeah, I might slob on you
And
like
I'm like,
that, you
yo,
know what I mean? But
Bonds,
it ain't
no, you still not
intentional. It's
telling the
just cause the
truth. You
pussy
still
good,
not
you
telling
know.
the truth. And I
That's
said,
how
you're not telling
that's
the
how it
truth
be.
about what? They say, yeah, we heard that he pushed the chef or he hit his chef, this, that, and the other. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Coming in his defense, I said he didn't hit her because I didn't understand DV. You know what I'm saying?
Hit that like
I
button,
was
y'all.
one
Hit
of
that
those
like button.
people
Hit that
that
like
if
button.
you
Listen, please
push a
donate to the
person,
channel,
if you
man. Please
shove a
donate to
person,
the channel.
if you point in their
$1,
hand, if you
$2,
pushing
$3,
them out,
$4, $5.
that's
It don't
not
matter, man.
domestic
It's out the
violence
kindness
because
of your heart, man.
I'm
You get blessed to bless other
exactly.
people,
You know what
man.
I'm saying?
You know what I mean? Your boy been going hard. I'm sleeping in a motherfucker, but I'm still
That's not,
riding with
and
y'all,
I'm
man.
not a woman to understand
Man.
how this is damaging to me. So when I think back and I remember one day specifically, it was after one of the incidents with Cassie. He had put in some work with Cassie, and if you even hit them, they'll tell you I got in between that too. They'll tell you, yeah, Bonds was there. Bonds got in between it. You know what I'm saying? I think it was a assistant that he had named Jenna, and it was Chef Jordan, and I went to Chef Jordan and I confided in her that night. I said, man, puff up to this bullshit again, you know, da 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 da. I said I had to come.
She's probably seen it.
Yeah, and yeah, she probably
so
seen it.
you're talking to somebody that's
and I'm like, yo, I got in between it, and I said, yo, go check on Jen because Jen was an assistant, so she was like
close.
She was shook, she was shaking, she was this. So I don't want to get all into her business. So I tell her, hey, she a woman, yo, go talk to her. Well, I don't know why I told her to go talk to her, because when she went to talk to her, she did exactly what I said Cassie does. She went right back to Puff. I said, yo, Chef Jordan came to talk to me about what happened last night. So when he starts screaming on Chef Jordan, why the fuck you worrying about my situation? Now he's up in her face. Yo, it's my business, and he poking at her head and all this other shit.
He's like physically.
He's like pushing her head. You know what I'm saying? You know how somebody take your finger and he's talking to you, yo, you better not do this, better not do that. Long story short, he ended up pushing her, and he pushed her out the door that he had a house in Alpine. He ended up pushing her out the door Alpine. You know what I'm saying? She fell on her ass and all that other shit. She came talking to me. I wasn't really speaking to her because I was mad that she had told Jenna what it was. You know what I'm saying? And he came and screamed at me, yo, Bonds, why are you talking about my business and doing this, that, and the other? And at that particular time, I didn't understand that the verbal, like I said, I didn't understand the verbal abuse because, like I said, I seen him scream on it wasn't to me, it was like a sister becomes your girlfriend, and it becomes a person that's with you so much every day, all day. When they fuck up, they still gonna be right there. Yeah. So when I would see him yell at him, I thought that this was a part of what goes on.
The dynamic.
Yeah.
It wasn't until that video came out that one or two of them hit me and said, yo, so much came back up. You know what I'm saying? So much. And that's where I start now and I say, this is another God's calling. When I was put in those middle of those situations to come between, and they come back to me and say, yo, Bonds, I really feel like if you didn't come in between that day, that this would have happened or this would have happened or it would have went further than it was.
Yeah.
And I said, this is what people don't understand that I actually was doing and actually was going through. Not to, and I also at that time realized all the pressure. It's a lot of pressure to run a business.
Yeah.
And I'm not making no excuses for what he did. I'm just talking about at this particular time where I was at mentally. I'm saying, yo, I'm watching. I remember Tom's Puff in the stock market crash of 2007 lost his pants during the crash. You know what I'm saying? And to be a young black man at that time and find out you just lost 30, 50, whatever the fuck $1 million, but still Friday have to pay these checks and all these people and not 1 week ended up missing. So I would make it, I was one of those people that would make excuses for him. I say, yo, he just upset, or yo, she did some dumb shit, or yo, this, that, and other, not really understanding that.
All right, y'all. So we read at about 2 hours, and this interview is 4 hours and 14 minutes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna end it right here. We're probably gonna come back later on this evening. We're gonna finish up part 2, or either I'm going to do another. I might do. It depends on it. Put it this way: if it's some hot topics, some shit that's popping off on the internet, I might do a live on those topics, and then after that, do a live to finish up the interview. It just depends on if it's any hot shit that pop up that I feel like, because this interview here, it's gonna be here. You know what I mean? Like the Diddy shit, we know what it is with that. But if it's nothing pop up that I deem more important, then I'll just, the next live you get will be part 2 of this interview, and we'll talk about it. Um, but yeah, we're gonna cut it because this bitch is 4 hours and something. So we're gonna cut it, and then we're gonna come back. You know what I mean? Do me a favor, y'all. Donate to the channel. It's Friday, you know what I mean? You get a little extra change in the bottom of it, you know what I mean? Donate to the channel, man. The Cash App is up there, man. Every dollar is appreciated. I appreciate you guys. The boy been grinding hard, getting y'all these lives, and I know y'all been appreciating because I've been seeing it, man. Y'all been tuning in, locking in with me. You know what I mean? Coming up on the panel, sharing your opinion, and I appreciate y'all. Showing y'all support in the chat. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to Denise. Shout out to Mensa Amore. Shout out to SLK, something like Cloud TV. Yo, Inglewood. Shout out to Naysayer. She said she's shooting a shot. Don't get your head bust. Shout out to TN Bowens. Shout out to It's Aaron's Way. Shout out to Illuminegro. Shout out to Slime Life Max. Shout out to 60,000, aka the Chick 1K. Shout out to Flyboy Microphone, Nephew for Real. Audio Crack 22. Deputy You Love. Silk Foster Jr., Dre 6100, Eddie. Shout out to who else? Shout out to Slick Puller, my main man Puller Talk Real Slick. Um, who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? I'm trying to figure out who else to get real quick here. I think. Oh, shout out to Anonymous Ones. So I appreciate all y'all. Please hit that like button. Please donate to the channel, man. Please donate to the channel. Please donate to the channel. We're gonna come back a little bit later on. I'm finna schedule another live here in the next 30 minutes, and then we'll come back a couple hours from now. You know what I mean? Give y'all a chance enough, you know what I mean, do a little moving around, you know what I mean? Do a little, get your little shit together for Friday evening, you know what I'm saying? Then we're gonna come back a little bit later on. Like, share, comment to this video, man. Chill.